Hey everyone, Brian from Three Geeky Dads here. Before we begin tonight's episode, I just want everyone to know that we are now sponsored by Audible. As an IT professional for a school department, I find myself behind the wheel of my car traveling between schools almost all day long, and that's where Audible comes in. Right now, I'm enjoying listening to Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, read by Stephen Fry. It's so enjoyable to hear this hilarious audiobook read by a proper British comic actor. And that's just scratching the surface. Audible is the leading provider of spoken word content, with everything from bestsellers, celebrity memoirs, and news to podcasts. Yes, if you're into podcasts, and you're listening to us right now, so we can assume you do, Audible has got you covered. Just go to www.audibletrial.com/3GD to get your free 30-day trial today. That's www.audibletrial.com/3GD to get your free 30-day trial. You'll get 1 credit, 2 credits if you're already an Amazon Prime member. That's good for any premium selection titles you like, and they're yours to keep. You also get the Audible Plus catalog of podcasts, audiobooks, guided wellness, and Audible originals. Listen all you want. No credits needed. Again, that's www.audibletrial.com/3GD. $14.95 a month after your 30-day trial. Cancel at any time. Audible. Stay informed, connected, and inspired. And now, on with the show.
Warning, incoming dad joke. Warning, incoming dad joke.
Hey guys, how do the worm guys from the Men in Black, how do they pay for all that coffee?
I don't know how.
Oh, with Starbucks.
Oh! Overpriced.
Expensive.
Overpriced swill.
I'm going to say space bucks.
Yeah.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
It was like a pink nightmare.
Christmas as in Yule log. Not a log, I don't have a log, but it's...
All that I have, all that I've learned, everything I feel, all this and more I bequeath you, my son.
Your father was Frankenstein, and your mother was the lightning.
We named the dog Indiana.
I am your father.
Starbucks is our new sponsor. Oh, well, in that case, boy.
Do you have to bleep that out now?
Nothing.
Bleep out the word Starbucks
Nothing
every time we
beats-
say it?
I like their cake pops.
So sue us?
I don't think
Their
they
coffee
care.
sucks.
Pass the Crappuccino.
Yeah, I don't think they care. I don't think they're
No,
listening.
they're not listening.
No, jerks.
I never know.
Do they ever listen?
Oh, Starbucks?
Yeah.
They get my order, right?
They
Yeah.
might type in the word Starbucks.
You
and
actually
see
go
who's
there?
Saying it.
You drink Starbucks coffee?
Well, more so for the participants I work with.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
He told the barista that when he wants his name on the coffee cup, that's marked with a C, so
Yeah.
they gave him a cup that said Kark.
I've seen that. I love that.
And from then on, I was known as Kark.
Hello, I'm Kark.
Hello and welcome. I am Kark.
I'm Carrick.
And I'm crying.
That would make you
I'm just
keto.
gonna
Isn't that a diet
It
of some
is. It's
sort?
a
Keto
keto. How
diet?
apropos for the new year.
look
I
at
think it's
that.
just like meat.
It's meat.
Something meat.
Well, Tito,
Yes.
you are.
All
You're a piece of
proteins.
meat.
I'm the meat.
You're the meat of this show.
I'm the Sammy.
Hello and Happy New Year to all our listeners out there who decided to come back for a whole new year of dads geeking out over all things sci-fi, horror, comics, superheroes, cult films, cult worshipping. Hey, we joined a cult, by the way. Woohoo! And whatever else we come up with while toasted. I am Mark. And with me, as always, are the DJ and Jazzy to my Jeff.
Derek.
And Brian.
And back again for more as the unofficially official fourth dad to say F you to math and the accuracy of our show title, the John Wick Chapter 4 himself, Tito.
Hey, I thought it was going to be Uncle Phil.
I was kind of thinking while reading that shit, how did I
Uncle
not
Phil?
pick up on Uncle Phil?
Maybe an Uncle Phil.
No, our own Uncle Tito.
I don't want to be Carlton. Yeah.
No one wants to be Carlton.
I'll take
Nobody
Hillary.
wants to
I'll
be
take a
Carlton.
Hillary if I have
Jeffrey?
to.
I want to be Jeffrey.
I would be
Jeffrey's the
Jeffrey.
man.
Jeffrey
was the man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing? Happy New Year.
Happy
guys.
New Year.
How are you? How everybody have a good New Year?
Yeah.
It's 2025.
Can't believe it.
We're off to a wonderful start.
Hopping from one dumpster fire to another.
Hell yeah,
Let's go.
cannot wait. Hey, how about them Patriots, huh?
Oh, speaking of.
Ah,
great.
yeah.
They blew it.
They blew it big time.
Yep.
And we're
Go
we're
Lions.
out of coach again. Go Lions.
Go Lions. They're still on top.
For me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No first round draft pick.
No.
Coach.
They
Nope.
just jetsed it up. I heard somebody, or rather, I didn't hear. I read. You don't hear things on Facebook; you read them. But I read somebody comment saying that the Patriots jetsed it up. I don't know how that
Yeah.
means,
That's
but it makes
a real.
That's an
a
insult.
fall from grace.
Just so
for
everybody
sure.
knows, that's an
I
insult.
don't know how.
The Jets they're really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Doing
know
things.
that. I know.
Very bad at doing things.
Well, I'm sorry,
sports-
but on the
perceptions,
plus
right.
side, we have sports talk.
Oh, there we go.
Right.
So
That's
we'll
right.
we'll tune into the Super Bowl anyway. Hopefully, Detroit. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm
why not?
rooting for Detroit.
I'm rooting for Detroit.
I'm
yeah,
rooting
the Lions
absolutely.
They're very
a shot.
good.
Yeah,
They're very
so
good.
let's friend of the show, Detroit Lions.
Sunday night
That's it.
game was a real good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really kicked some ass in the second half.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. it's
I
true.
actually watched some of the bowl games.
Oh,
Did you-
college football.
Yeah, did you see Arizona and
No.
You got
Texas?
money on those two?
No, no,
No,
no way.
just getting into them.
No, Texas A&M and Arizona. Freaking crazy game. I won't get into it.
You should get into it.
No, I don't want to bore
I didn't
everybody.
see
This
it.
is the sports section.
No, it was just
our
one of those
show.
like
We can talk.
Ended at like fourth quarter, never had been done. Like 6 minutes left, Arizona was down by like more than a touchdown. They came back, ended up going into overtime. Texas like got three penalties in a row. Fucking missed 2 field goals in the overtime.
Oh,
and
that's wild.
Ended up still coming back to win. So screw you, Texas. I was rooting for Arizona.
Way to go, Arizona.
Cinderella story.
Texas's cousin, Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona and Detroit,
They're a
friends of
little
the
bluer.
show.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Tito, not really at the moment because we were talking about Arizona and Texas, but you know,
I'm
a
from
little
Arizona.
earlier. Oh, all right.
Originally.
There you go. All right.
Thanks for.
Tito's old
Remembering.
stomping grounds. I don't think you ever told
Are you
me
really?
that. Did you?
No.
No, he's not at all. No.
He's
got
so
me.
deadpan.
Got me.
Is he
Yes,
lying
he
or
is.
is he not?
It's
I
always
can't tell.
it's the delivery. He like
Absolutely not.
he's so convincing.
He's not.
And look at those eyes.
Northeast.
They're just so trustworthy looking, you know?
I could get lost in those eyes.
I always do.
That's why you sit across from him. And
I'm drowning. I guess.
All right.
Oh, look, you're making him blush. Well, look, see, we love Tito here. And speaking
and
of
you
Tito,
can too for $5.
as you may or may not know, January marks the official anniversary month when Tito went from frequent guest to co-host, making that ever-regrettable leap into endless jokes of staring at toast and multiple discussions of Rawhead Rex and Alligator. Yet somehow our guy is always back for more. So we, in exchange for his comedic brilliance, top-notch film selecting, and not punching me in the face, we have dubbed January the month of Tito. And this year, our own Liguizamo love-obsessed man has taken this month and dubbed it Buddy Cop Month. We're doing a month of buddy cop.
We're all
movies.
buddies, and we police each other.
That's right.
Do.
That's right.
Soon.
However,
Keep each other in check.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Today,
yeah.
the basement.
Right.
Tomorrow, the
And the
world.
butt.
We'll start with Greenland or Iceland.
that's it.
This is a genre Tito is very fond of, and really who isn't, so why not start the year off with a bang and a boom of action, justice, and totally tubular Tito team-ups. So, our first buddy cop pick actually sends us not to the streets, but to other galaxies, as we talk buddy cops to the cosmos with the original 1997 Men in Black, the story of the men who make sure all alien sightings, dealings, and invasions are dealt with swiftly, skillfully, and above all, by the book. But before we grab our own sugar and water while loading up a noisy cricket, our own ET of exquisite eggs and eateries, Brian has prepared a yummy appetizer to start us off.
Edgar, what on earth was that?
Sugar.
I've never seen Cher do that.
Give me sugar. And water.
Why, thank you, Mark.
You're welcome, Brian.
So this week we usher in a new season and a new year of fun and insights and laughs. And because of that fact, we want to take a look at last year with some of the best and worst of 2024.
Cool.
All right.
Nice.
Excellent.
Love it.
Who starts this
Who the
week?
hell
You?
starts?
I think it's you.
Is it me?
I think it is.
All right, I'll go
Right?
first.
You.
I don't remember. It's a new year.
a new year.
I've almost wiped out 2024 completely.
Do you want me to do my best
Yeah,
and
start-
then worst?
Yeah,
or should
we
we
on
do
the good
all
news
do the
or the
best?
bad news?
Yeah. Why don't we do the best and
Do
then
all the best and then
we'll do the
stuff
worst.
that wasn't so best.
Yeah.
You like it.
for
Yeah.
sure.
The best,
All
the
right.
worst, the good, the not so good.
Well, I got one and I got a runner-up. So the best of 2024 for me, anyway, and this is referring to something that I was not disappointed in at all with anything, was honestly Terrifier 3.
Yeah.
I am a fan of this franchise. I was really looking forward to this third installment. I really liked the second one. I didn't know how they would top the second one, and while I don't think they necessarily topped it, they made a equally wonderfully gory third film that I just loved from start to finish. So I really think that was the top thing I absolutely loved this year.
Nice.
And
It's like almost 3 hours. How long is that movie?
I heard that one was longer.
it's long. It's long. I don't think 3 hours, but it's a longer movie.
Terrifier 2 is like 2.5 hours long.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo, that's insane.
Yeah.
It is, but so is Art the Clown.
Yeah,
But he's
is.
so much
He's
fun to
2.5
watch.
hours,
It goes.
He's on everybody's lists.
It goes by, Tito.
I never know.
I also have a runner-up. Do you want to
Yeah.
do the runner-up?
I don't like the dot on his nose.
I love the dot. on
bothers
his
me.
nose. It does. Steve
I don't know,
Martin's hair.
'cause
You
then
know,
it-
if you focus
'cause then
on
I
it for
just start
30 seconds and
staring
you look
at
at a blank wall, you'll see Art the Clown forever.
Every so often, he's got something on his nose.
the dot.
That drives me nuts.
But he's a clown.
Yeah.
It's so that you can't escape him. You close your eyes
That's
and you
right.
see
He's
him.
there. He's
Something
there.
embedded in
I
your
don't know.
eyelids.
Let me
Fucks
tell
with
you
my
something.
head.
You see
Burned
him,
into my
you're
brain.
not going to see that dot for very long
I'll be
anyway. You're
just like fucking cross-eyed.
going to be eviscerated. Now, my runner-up, this was really, really close. This was a neck-and-neck thing for me. Late Night with the Devil would probably be the other great movie I saw this year. Where the
Spoilers,
more
it's
I-
on my list too.
Oh, all right.
Spoilers,
Very
it's on my
good.
list too.
It's very good.
All right,
Yeah.
well, then I'll be quiet and move on.
No,
then.
no,
no,
go ahead.
I'll let other people talk
Seriously,
about it.
no.
Sure. No, I mean,
Absolutely.
the more I
Do
see
it.
this movie, the more I love it. And just another film that I thought was very rewarding this year in a sea of some disappointing movies, which I'll get to.
The Sea of Mediocrity.
Very well done.
An ocean of mediocrity.
Great film.
Yes.
Only an hour and a half. That's how it's done.
That's how, no
The
dot
end.
on no dot
the
on.
way
Honestly,
to
I
do
think you
it.
should flip your 1A and your 1B.
No, I can't.
An hour and a half. They knocked it out in an hour and a half, Mark.
Sorry.
And as
Here you
Brian
go.
says, no fat. No fat on that movie.
No fat at
Sorry.
all.
Not an ounce.
There's no fat on either movie.
That
One is
movie
just
is
a
the Derek
heartier
of movies.
meal than the other meal.
It's the Derek of movies.
Hey!
Not an ounce of fat on it.
Yeah, it's very lean.
Very lean.
Getting there.
There's nothing to look at anymore across the table.
I know you gotta go this way.
It's just Mark.
I gotta
Just me now.
I gotta step over from the microphone. There you go. All right.
If Derek turns sideways, he's completely gone.
Where are you? Hey,
Like who's Kate Moss? That's
Oh,
fell through a crack in the floor the other day.
here I go. She's like walking down the street.
hey, you're up.
I'm up. All right. I got to go with Marvel in general. I think it was a great year for Marvel. They had some great movies. They had some great TV shows. You know, it got people excited, got people back into the MCU again, which is good to see. I loved Agatha. I didn't love What If season 2, but
Season
season 3.
Oh, I haven't seen
Yeah.
it yet.
Yeah, I've heard it's not very good. I haven't seen it yet.
But still good. I mean, it's cool to see those types of things, and they're still announcing some really cool stuff for the future, including a spin-off of that with the Marvel Zombies show. So,
Yes.
so yeah, I got to give them props.
Yeah.
My
We
run,
got Captain America: Brave New World is coming out
right,
next month.
right, and it looks awesome.
It does. Red
Hulk, Thunderbolts looks like it might be a smash.
Yeah.
So I mean, in general, comic book shows. I mean, because DC as well, it was a good year for them as well. Again, with all their stuff that they kind of dropping for the future, but. Creature Commandos, fantastic show.
I'm loving it.
It's awesome.
Oh, I just finished it.
Did you? I haven't watched the last episode.
I'm only up to episode 4, but I'm loving it.
Guys,
Oh,
so
there's
good.
only-
Yeah.
there's only
So
one
good.
left?
So good.
Yeah, the episode about
Dr. Phosphorus.
No, I haven't got that far.
You have not.
No,
That's
no,
the
I've-
last episode?
No, that's
for the season, isn't it? The one.
No.
Oh, I think there's one. No, there's one more.
the one that shows the origin of Dr. Phosphorus.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
No,
that's
there's one more.
There's one.
Oh, there's
more.
one
Yeah,
more.
there's one more.
Oh.
Yeah.
No,
Because that's how far
I'm only up to the
finished.
Weasel episode. I'm up to episode 4.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
a good
Chasing
episode.
Squirrels is the
Yeah.
episode.
Dude, the Weasel episode.
That was a heartbreaker, man.
Don't tell me a cartoon can't hit you.
Tell me about it.
Crap.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, James
Tragic.
Gunn. So far so good.
So far, we'll see.
So
We'll see.
my runner-up is actually the WWE. I think it was a great year for them. I mean, I know we've got some wrestling fans out there, hopefully, but yeah, I think that, I mean, they just moved to Netflix. They had Raw the other night for the first time on Netflix. It was awesome. They had some bangers. CM Punk and Seth Rollins put on an awesome match. Just the whole backstage, kind of the way that the company's run, and the things that are happening and the moves that are being made. It's really smart. I think the fans are showing that they're not like brain dead hicks, which is great. The other night, Hulk Hogan came out and he got booed out of the building. It was the best and worst thing I've ever seen. It was so uncomfortable to watch because he just like, you could tell he didn't know how to react, and he just like lost what he was saying. And he just kept mumbling, like he like started to stammer and like kept just saying brother over and over again.
Oh no!
And he was there to hawk.
He couldn't find a brother.
Right. he was like hawking a beer, and just people were just.
Oh yeah, he's got his own beer.
Yeah.
He came to Rhode Island.
Did he?
Yeah, he was doing a tour.
Yeah,
That's
where
right.
you could meet him.
Yeah, Real American Beer, I think.
Yeah.
It's but he like I'm glad.
Where
that he
was
got
it filmed? Where was the?
Los Angeles.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was.
that'll do it.
Yeah.
Breathing in all that smoke too. Good
Yeah.
for them.
Right.
That's right.
I know. We'll see if he shows up. Maybe in
Connectivity issues.
Connect.
Do you have any?
I didn't.
No.
I didn't.
I've heard that the stream was very good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
So yeah.
'Cause they did football too, and that was really good.
Yeah,
also.
the football game I watched. On Christmas Day, the 2 games they had,
Yeah.
I watched them on Netflix, and I had no problem.
Issues, right?
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there were
Yeah.
games on there.
Yeah,
Oh.
they filmed.
Yeah.
They showed two.
It was the first time that they've done NFL games.
There was a lot of worry because that Mike Tyson fight was.
Oh, that was
shit show.
horrible.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it was a
That's
shit
what I was going to say.
Yeah, that. made
Everybody and their mother
bunch of
tuned in for
people,
that.
Yeah.
freaking cancel their
Yeah.
subscriptions.
God.
there,
Yeah.
so.
And what a letdown that fight was.
I know.
Yeah, no good.
Ugh.
Oh,
Terrible.
there you go.
But yeah,
That's
those are
on
my
list.
picks. And honorable mention to that Scotland. I mean, the Glasgow one. Willie in the Chocolate Factory. Remember that?
Oh, that thing.
yeah,
the thing that they.
Yeah,
I just,
Oh, that's right.
The world of Wonka
Yeah.
with the one sad
that was-
Oompa Loompa.
that was one of my favorite things about 2024.
Yeah,
It was great.
If you could sum up 2024 in one image,
pretty much.
it's that sad Oompa Loompa behind a folding table
Oh yeah.
with like
forgot about
Hershey's
that.
Kisses like
They were
strewn
giving
around
out
her.
candy. They got candy.
Yeah,
I mean,
A
Hershey
little bit.
Kisses are
Advertised.
candy.
One
They
kiss
are.
apiece.
yeah, it's disappointing
Don't
candy.
fight,
Yeah,
kid.
yeah.
Yeah.
One
Don't
strip
fight.
of fruit stripe gum.
It's no ribbon candy.
Yeah. How about you,
Brian,
Brian?
what about you?
How about me? I'm going with, for my best, I'm going with the movie I've talked about a couple of times on this show already. It's called Hundreds of Beavers.
Oh yeah.
That was
I
a good movie. That was a lot of fun.
absolutely
Movie.
loved this movie. I went through a list after list after list of stuff that I had seen because I'm doing, I don't know if you do Letterboxd.
Yeah.
I'm doing
Yeah, I do that.
Letterboxd
Oh,
too.
awesome. Yeah.
I started it in the fall.
Nice.
And so I'm going through like all the stuff that I had watched over the past year that I had thought to record anyway. And I'm like, no. And then I got the Hundreds of Beavers and I'm like, that's what, that movie just tickled
It was.
me, man.
Very well made.
It's an independent film. It's almost completely silent.
Yep.
It's
Original.
made by 2 guys that just knew how to get the story out and had talent enough to use like After Effects and editing software and 2 or 3 maybe mascot costumes that they used. It's a great film. I bought it when it came out because I saw the trailer on Amazon and I was like, what the hell? This is just so out there. I've got to check it out. And I bought it, and I was not disappointed that I did because sometimes you have buyer's remorse, as you know.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
And now I think it's available for free on Amazon. I think it's also available on YouTube as well for free.
Nice.
So I'm encouraging everybody out there to check out Hundreds of Beavers.
Definitely.
Fantastic movie.
Agreed.
It's
Freeman
one of my
saw
all-time
it.
faves from this past.
Yep.
Freeman brought it up to me.
Did he really?
But yeah, we were golfing. He was like, "You ever hear this movie?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yep.
We like, I've seen it.
He was blown away. Blown away.
As far as my runners-up go, Late Night with the Devil, obviously, I think is probably on all of our lists.
Yeah.
And Abigail. Abigail, I was totally
that
blown
was
away
very
by
good.
Abigail. I had
That was very good.
probably almost as much fun watching Abigail at the movies as I did watching Hundreds of Beavers at home.
You know who that girl is? She played
The little Abigail?
Abigail is the girl that played Matilda in the musical on Netflix, which I watched with the kids. We watched it New Year's Eve. We
No
watched
kidding.
it, and it was really, really good.
Wow.
The music is awesome, and I'm like, holy shit, it's Abigail.
Well, I knew she was a dancer in real life. I didn't know that she was in musical theater as well.
I had no
Cool.
idea.
Up and coming.
Matilda.
See that? Fun fact.
She's a
Who knew?
vampire. She's an
We're full
orphan.
of
She can do it all.
She can do it all.
Uh-huh.
So those are mine.
Not many people can.
No.
You can be a vampire or an orphan, but you
I
can't
could
be
be
both.
a vampire, but I can't. I can't.
Oh, I don't know.
dance.
Claudia from Interview with the Vampire was an orphan and a
True.
Oh, it's also Kirsten Dunst. So
Yeah.
you're a little biased.
little bit. Just a little.
I mean, they killed her parents. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerks.
No, the plague did.
Oh, you're right, because
Yeah,
she's laying with
Stat
their dead
finds,
body.
yeah.
Yeah. She's hanging out with their
Yeah.
dead bodies.
That's what they want you to think.
Oh, way to bring down our 2025.
Oh, sorry.
Plague talk. Talking plague now.
You know
Now
what
we're
this world
talking
needs?
plagues.
It's a good black plague.
Let's start fresh. I had a 1A, 1B, and we did Late Night with the Devil. I'm going to go Monkey Man, because I saw it more than
That
any
was
of the
good.
other
That
things.
I almost put on my list too,
on
Tito.
this list. I absolutely love this movie. I watched it multiple times.
I knew
after
you would
it
like
came
it.
out.
I watched it and I said, this movie is so Tito.
Oh, it's right up my alley. It has everything I would want in a film.
Dev Patel was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very fun. And I thought, it's not John Wick, which I was expecting, which made me like it a little bit
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Runners-ups, real quick. If you've seen them, cool. If you haven't, not that cool. You should probably see them. Late Night with the Devil, The Gentleman, The Warriors album, X-Men 97, and The Penguin.
The Gentleman, you mean the TV series?
Yeah, the
the
series,
Netflix series
yeah.
was really
You know,
good.
I honestly did not even think to put the Penguin on there, and I should have.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
You
I was
loved
thinking
it.
about
I
movies,
loved
and I
it.
didn't think
I
about
loved
TV.
it.
You know what he didn't have? A fucking
dot on
black
his
dot
nose.
distracting me the entire show.
And shout out to
Just wait,
Colin
he's gonna get a
Farrell.
monocle,
Oh
Tito.
yeah.
Colin Farrell won the Golden Globe
He
for it.
Oh, he
sure
definitely
did.
did.
About
Yeah.
That show should have won everything.
Should have won a lot of things. It was the only thing that I saw that was nominated for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I haven't seen any of this.
I was pissed that Kristen Milotti didn't win.
Oh,
Oh,
she
I
didn't win
know.
either.
No.
Yeah. I don't remember
That's
who
a shame.
did, but
I was
somebody I know, but I was like, I've never even heard of that fucking show. Sorry, Mark's mom. I was
Yeah, what show was it?
2025.
what show was
Yeah.
it? You remember? No.
I have no idea. I don't pay attention.
Screw him.
I just know Penguin didn't take everything, and it should have. I
Yeah.
don't care. I haven't even seen
Yeah,
the other
it was
shows,
awesome.
and I'm like, oh, well,
I haven't
sorry.
either. You just
At
know.
least
Oh, you know what?
Colin
it was? I think it was
Farrell won.
Shogun, the actress from Shogun.
Oh, you could be
Ah.
right. Which I still haven't
That
seen
was
that
good.
either. And
yeah,
I heard,
yeah.
that
The
was
three of
good.
them won.
I enjoyed
It's
that.
possible.
That's right.
They've had issues. The
They have.
Hollywood Foreign Press.
Sure.
They had to get rid of them. Start all over again.
Yeah.
Jerks. Fuck them. Sorry.
all.
Sorry. Mr.
Fuck them if they can't take a joke.
I swear less than 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's it working out?
Yeah,
so
how's
far?
that resolution working out?
I'm at 2.
All right.
If I get to
we'll see
4,
how you do
I feel like
throughout the-
if I stick 4 or 5 an episode, I feel like that's pretty good.
Yeah, totally. Don't be ashamed of who you are, Tito.
I try not to be.
All right.
All right, so there's the highs.
There's the highs.
All right, so
Yeah.
well, I got one
Okay.
that's bumming me out. I was really bummed out by this movie because I was looking forward to it, and that is Nosferatu. I saw.
Oh,
I
yeah,
saw
yeah.
it?
I've seen
the
you
new
since you saw it.
You saw
yeah,
it?
I saw Nosferatu.
Wow.
I went with Dean and
Yeah.
Jen and Paul, and we all saw it, and all 4 of us came out very underwhelmed.
Really? When did you see it?
We saw it last. I don't even remember. Last Saturday?
When did we go out to
Last
dinner?
Saturday.
No, 'cause I didn't
Sunday.
see you
The
out
day
oh, we went
after
on Sunday.
We went out to dinner.
So that was
That's
no,
right.
that wasn't last week. It was the previous week.
So the previous
yeah,
week.
because last Sunday I watched football.
Well, I got to tell you, it is a beautiful looking film, of course. It's
Yeah.
excellent cinematography. But Count Orlok himself is very disappointing.
The design or the
They put a little black dot on his nose.
No, worse.
Oh.
I would have preferred.
2 black dots on his
I would
nose.
have preferred. I don't want to give it away, but you're probably going to see a ton of shit on Facebook about it anyway.
I'm really good at avoiding that stuff.
I can tell you, or you
I've
can
only
wait
read
and
that people
make-
didn't
and
like the
make
way
a-
he looked.
He
I've only read that.
he did not look good.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good choice.
I don't.
The
if you-
design
if you
choice
give
is
it away, I don't know
terrible.
if they care.
I don't know if everybody else cares.
What?
No, I'm saying if they don't care.
Oh no, you
that's
go ahead.
fine.
No,
Don't
go ahead.
spoil it.
They
Spoiler
give
alert.
They give him a mustache.
What?
Like the original Dracula?
No,
No?
not like the original Dracula had like a thin kind of
Like
They said he had
Sean
a-
Waters.
Pencil
white
thin mustache.
this mustache.
The little Dracky kind.
I don't know how I don't know what to equate it to, but it's a big, a great big bushy mustache.
Great, the big
Really?
bushy Cossack
Is that like a
mustache.
Salvador Dali
it kind
type
of
style?
curves. It curves
Salvador Dali?
upward, almost like your father's, Brian. But
Like a handlebar?
yeah, he speaks with
He's like your
Like a-
father. only
like a
black.
vaudeville?
Russian accent. Yeah, it is awful, and it is very distracting because the rest of him is very decrepit looking. You know, he's bald on top. He's got no hair on his skin anywhere, and just out of the blue is this full big freaking.
Well, that's
mustache.
the last thing to go. Usually is the mustache.
I don't know.
And your pubes. Do you get a shot at his pubes?
Yes, there's no
Nothing.
There's no pubic
Not a
hair.
thing down
no.
there. Just bald. Just nothing.
He's like one of the angels from
You get to see
Dogma.
his little Orlo. That and there was some other things.
So the drapes match the carpet. Because he's bald up top and he's bald
Well,
down.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, if you're talking about his hair, if you're talking about the carpet under his nose, no, there is
You
no
take the
matching.
mustache away. You
That's
think
the
you
old
like the movie
soup
better?
strainer.
It was it was a very big distraction. I think I disliked it a lot more than some of the others that went. But you know, to me, the Orlok design is makes or breaks
Kills
the
it
movie.
for you. Yeah.
So.
And now I really want to see it.
Yeah.
I gotta see his mustache.
Yeah.
See it.
I don't
want to
Google the mustache.
That's a
I want to
bummer,
live
though.
it.
Look it up if I've spoiled it.
I
If
gotta
you
see
check
it.
it out.
Especially having an actor like him and how good he looks.
Well, you
Oh,
don't
who
even.
is
when
it?
he's
Bill
made
Skarsgård,
it's Bill
right?
Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could never tell it was him. Too.
Everyone's
He's-
favorite freak.
He's very bulky, very padded. He's like he's
Oddly-
almost like Zangief from Street Fighter if he went
Oh.
bald but kept his mustache. Yeah.
Oddly enough, Bill Skarsgård, I don't think he can grow facial hair. I don't think the
really?
Skarsgårds grow facial hair.
Well, he got
They're
this
Norse,
somehow.
right? I
Somebody
don't think they
taped
grow
it
hair on
on,
their
or I don't
faces.
know what.
Well, the Vikings had beards, didn't they?
Oh, touche.
I'm trying to find it.
That was before
You wanna
Coca-Cola, though.
But I feel like,
That's true.
there's not really any pictures
They are probably
online.
ashamed.
They're hiding them.
Yeah, they're probably ashamed of showing it.
That was pre-Coke.
Oh, well. I'll have to check it out.
Let's see the movie.
Is it? It's still in theaters?
Still in theaters. I had high hopes and I was
Yeah,
disappointed.
because it only came out on Christmas Day, so it's been,
Oh,
what,
true
2
that.
weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be available to
Think
stream
something quick
tomorrow.
because like Wicked's already streaming. I
It
would've
is.
thought
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I feel like that should come out pretty soon. Mm-hmm. I'm too fucking lazy to
But now
to
they're
go to
doing
the
sing-alongs
movies,
at the
man.
movies.
I would like to.
You didn't even
So
see
they're-
Bad Boys 4. in
I
the movie
saw
theater.
that.
I saw it, but not at the movie. I
Yeah.
like don't have the energy to leave my house and go to a movie
That's
theater.
amazing.
really
I
Not
saw
even-
Sonic 3
Oh,
at the movies. I took the
I heard
kids.
that was a lot of fun.
It was really good.
I heard that was
go.
fun.
And, and I didn't realize, but Keanu Reeves was Shadow. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't realize until he opened his mouth and spoke. But
They start shooting everybody.
Mm-hmm.
What's your least favorite? Is that the only one? Or you got more?
runners up
Yeah,
for
which runners
my
up?
runner up for the other thing was The Strangers Chapter 1, which I saw a while back, and that sucked
that
too.
was disappointment.
That was very disappointing, and I'm sure there's some other things I'm forgetting, but those are the two that stuck out.
Well, 2. You got to look forward to how bad 2 will be then. If it's chapter 1's no good.
I mean,
God
it's
only
Rennie
knows
Harlan.
what chapter 2 would
Rennie
be.
Harlan,
I
man.
love Rennie
Yeah.
Harlan.
Love me some
Harlan
Rennie
does
Harlan.
stuff, man.
Cutthroat Island?
Right,
Cutthroat Island's own Rennie Harlan.
Excited. I was like, this dude's gonna take, Nightmare
Well, he
on
did
Elm Street
3 and
4.
4. Oh,
yeah.
did he do 3 too?
No, he didn't do 3.
4
He
and
did
5?
4. No, just 4.
I thought he did more than one.
Of Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah.
Just 4.
Adventures of Fort Fairlane. That's a fun one.
Is it?
You
That
ever
was
see
him?
With Andrew Dice Clay?
I know Andrew.
Yeah.
I didn't know Rennie Harlan
Did he do
directed
A
that.
Knight's Tale?
No.
No.
No, who did
No.
A Knight's Tale?
I don't
Someone
know.
good.
Rennie Harlan is good.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
Just not. This isn't a good example. He's not good in this. Or
Actually, I liked Cutthroat Island.
a lot of people tend to.
I didn't mind it.
That movie bombed,
movie.
right?
I never
Yeah,
watched
it's
it. Oh,
like
it was a
a-
huge failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
At the box office.
Those
How
all
about,
yours?
that's mine. What about
All right,
you?
I'm
Brian
I'm-
Helgeland.
I know I tend to go on
Helgeland.
rants, so I'm
So
gonna
try
I'm
not
gonna
to
I'm gonna
rant.
make
This
it
is
quick.
an appetizer.
But I do have a bunch of like highlights of awful things
All right,
that
spit 'em
I
out.
hated.
Fire 'em
But
out.
as far as
Rapid fire.
movies
Yeah.
that disappointed, I'm gonna say Speak No Evil because
Oh, I
I
haven't
was
seen
Oh, I like that one.
well James McAvoy was awesome in it.
He really
Like
was.
he was.
that
His
movie.
performance is great.
Okay, yeah.
But the problem is that I went into it knowing exactly what happens, and there's really there's no surprises. It was all pretty much like expected, and so it was like you're kind of watching a movie you already saw, even though you haven't seen it.
Yeah, they done trailers.
I could
enough
only
now.
like focus on his performance for so long before I was like,
Yeah.
all right, the story itself it's a letdown.
Boogie,
So I was
woogie,
a little
woogie.
sad.
That's a remake too, right? There's a,
It is, yeah. It's Norwegian.
I
One of
believe
those
so.
like because they're big
One of
on
those
horror.
places they don't grow
Yeah.
beards.
Norwegians,
Yeah, the original one was Norwegian,
The Nords.
and that's why the kid
It's
in the McAvoy version,
Right.
he was Norwegian as an homage to the original.
Right.
Yeah.
And I bought that one. I haven't watched it, but I bought that one thinking that it was this one. And
Oh.
then realized afterwards,
Oh, you
this
goofed.
isn't. This isn't James.
But it might be the better one.
It probably is. But yeah, and then runners ups. Sabrina Carpenter's fame. I don't understand it. I hate her. She's
Carpenter.
awful. She's
I don't know
Oh,
anything about
yeah,
her.
yeah.
the blonde. She sings that
know she's a
espresso
singer.
song.
Yeah, I know. I don't know that.
Catchy
anything about
music.
her.
Yeah, it's like, well, it doesn't. She doesn't work on me.
I like Chapel Roan better, but go ahead.
Definitely. The Hawk Taw girl, screw her.
Hawk to it. Oh my god, she should have stopped talking.
Yeah, she should have.
Because I thought she was so cute. I was like, this girl's so cute.
Yeah.
She'll be famous. And then she started talking. And
And
I was
it's
like, damn,
overkill.
She's
She's everywhere.
Yep.
She's everywhere. I don't
so
know
dumb.
why people
And then-
want to make
and
her
then
like.
Tito lost all that money in crypto.
Oh, dude, so many dollars.
Even Gronk knows.
Yes.
So many tens
know
of
that,
dollars.
that no more money.
I lost so many tens of dollars on
There's
that.
a highlight.
Insane.
The ray gun, the Olympic break dancer.
Oh,
I
shit.
thought that
Oh,
was
yeah.
stupid.
Oh, I kind of love her now.
Yeah.
And then the political social climate of the U.S. was
Everything's
a little
fine
let
now.
down.
It's 2025.
It was a little let
Your
down
pets,
this year.
your pets are safe now. Don't worry
Mm.
about it. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
All right.
That was good.
Brian, what about you?
I'm
to,
sticking with movies. Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire. I was not impressed with it
I
all.
haven't seen it.
Oh yeah,
you forgot to mention that 'cause
Forgot
it's
to
on
mention
yours.
it. It's on my list. I was going to mention
For
that
real?
too. I forgot.
It was
Yeah.
on your list and
Go
you
ahead,
didn't talk
talk
about it.
about
Do you
it.
want,
Yeah.
do you want anything
No,
else on your
sir.
list?
No, go
Mark
for
not
it.
Throw it
read
out now.
good.
No,
Did you
let's-
guys not like it at all?
I did not.
I
At
was
all.
disappointed.
Yeah.
I was really disappointed with it.
It's terrible.
I haven't seen it because I didn't hear. I heard bad
The,
things.
the,
so
the
I
bad
never
way
even bothered.
outweighed the good in that
Yeah.
movie. It was
Yeah.
overstuffed. It had a lot of needless plots. It should have like focused more on either the new cast or the old cast. Don't try to cram everything into one movie.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just bloated, and I didn't like it.
It wasn't really the passing of the baton that I thought it was.
It
gonna be.
really
No,
wasn't.
it was-
If I want the passing of the baton, I'll go back and watch the first one.
Yeah.
The Afterlife.
Afterlife was awesome.
Absolutely.
Oh, that was a
Dude,
fun movie,
Afterlife
yeah.
was so good.
Yeah.
I had it listed.
Afterlife-
You know what? I got confused with my Geek Flag.
Yeah.
I did too much. I'm sorry. But
Afterlife actually, made me well up at the end
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Egon and all that. I'm
Oh,
like,
when he comes back, yeah.
Yeah, it was
I'm
very
like,
well
oh,
done.
A Ghostbusters movie is making me cry for fuck's sake.
And I like her.
Sorry, Mrs. McCreena.
We're trying to swear less in 2025.
Who's the
Sabrina
girl?
Carpenter?
McKenna Grace.
McKenna Grace.
Hawk
Oh,
Tua.
yeah.
The one that's always the young version of.
Octung, baby. Yes, her.
She's good.
I
Yeah.
think I hate what they did with her in Frozen
Yeah, I did
Empire.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
What
I
a
really
waste
didn't.
of a great character.
Yeah.
Just making her another freaking bratty teen.
Yeah.
With a parent that all of a sudden doesn't want her girl involved in ghostbusting.
Yeah.
Because of something friggin' aging Walter Peck says.
Yeah,
Like your
exactly.
freaking daughter saved the world.
In the first movie.
I'm pretty sure she can handle herself. What is all this shit? No, fuck that movie.
And then they gave her, and granted, I think this one came out first, but they gave her the same plot as they gave, what's her name in Beetlejuice?
Oh,
Jenny Ortega.
Jenna
I
Ortega's
still haven't
character.
seen
Yeah,
that
but
yet.
Beetlejuice
Same
did it
exact
a lot
plot.
better. Is that 2024 though?
Yeah. Beetlejuice.
Yeah, that's
Beetlejuice
going to
came
go
out
on my
last year.
list
Yeah,
too of
2024,
positive.
yeah.
That was a great movie.
Yeah,
That was
it
fun.
was, but it was the same plot.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah,
Two
but-
movies with the same subplot.
So that movie did what this movie did too, but better. It jammed a bunch of plots in there, but at least you
That
were
one had
having
about 7 different plots.
But you
too,
were having
yes,
fun
that,
watching that movie.
That one balanced it better. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
I'm
That
gonna.
one's-
Can I change mine?
Go ahead. I
forgot.
told you. If you want to
totally
go back,
forgot
we'll
about
go back.
Frozen. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna say Frozen Empire over Nosferatu. Nosferatu was my name.
yeah.
It's better. Okay. there
All
you
right.
go.
See
There you go.
that?
Continue.
Argyle. Anybody see Argyle?
Oh no, I haven't seen that one yet.
Kyle.
Argyle is
I want
showing
to.
on Apple Plus.
Yeah.
You might be able to pick it up on other streaming. It's got a great cast.
Yeah.
It has great pedigree. It's done by Matthew Vaughn,
Matthew Vaughn
Right.
did it.
who did
Right.
the
He's good.
Kingsman movies.
Yeah.
It's
Kick-Ass,
it's got Henry Cavill in it. It's got Bryce
Sam
Dallas
Rockwell.
Howard, Sam Rockwell,
I think
Sam Jackson.
Jackson's in it. Yeah,
Who?
great cast. Sam
Yeah.
Jackson. Yeah,
And
fantastic.
Jackson's in everything.
It's just too convoluted, man.
John
Even
Cena,
for me.
Dua Lipa's in it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so random.
Yeah, it really is. But Dua Lipa's in it for all of like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
that's
it's
good.
At the
she's
beginning.
What
Yeah.
the what? Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa.
She's
Dua
a singer.
Lipa.
Singer.
Yeah.
Dua Lipa?
Dua
Yeah.
Lipa. She's Portuguese or something.
Like Dua Lipa? Like, hey, you Dua
Albanian?
Lipa. over
Yeah.
there.
Albanian?
DUA space LU.
LIPA.
Two lips.
LUPA.
Two lips.
Lipa.
Yeah.
Dua Lipa. Two lips.
Okay.
She uses them to sing.
I'm going to forget all this anyway.
She's a
like, fine.
Or 2 sets of lips.
She's
She's
so
a fox. She's a hot Dua Lipa.
Oh my.
She's so hot.
Would you leap her dupa?
I would.
You would leap her dupa.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I would stab you for her. What she asked me to.
Sorry. I got.
You got Dua Lipa on the brain.
I really want to like that movie.
Which one?
I really
Argyle?
want to like it.
Yeah, I did too, man. And I think I actually tried to watch it a second time, and I couldn't get through it.
It's like 40 minutes too long.
Now I'm glad I haven't seen it yet.
So long.
Give it a shot, Derek. You might like it.
Yeah.
It should work.
Yeah.
But the story is just too convoluted, man. It's just
It leads into the Kingsman universe, though.
Yeah, it does.
Which sucks is because Matthew Vaughn's trying to create this whole universe around Kingsman and these other original characters, and that movie did
And you
terrible.
like those movies, right?
Oh, I love the Kingsman movies.
But he's kind of shoehorning it, isn't he?
Seen it at least once. See one.
Because isn't Argyle based on a book, and it's by the girl that she's playing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So it's not
but the twist at the end, I didn't like the twist. I just didn't believe
Yeah,
it.
it was
Ooh,
dumb.
what a twist!
Yeah, no,
the
not a
twists are
twist.
good. Yeah.
Not a good
No?
twist.
Sam Rockwell's good. I
Yeah,
don't know, man.
Sam
I love
Rockwell's
Sam
good in
Rockwell
everything.
so much that
How's the action?
The action
Dude.
is good.
Yeah.
That's
some of the fight
thing.
scenes are fucking badass.
Yeah, they really are.
If you like
All right, so
Kingsman
that's what-
action,
all right.
it's
Yeah.
got good Kingsman action.
Yeah.
Action. But
Does the
it's-
comedy land? Like,
Some of it does. Some of it's a little
Yeah.
heavy-handed.
All right.
Yeah. He tries
I'll
too
give it a
hard in
try.
this one.
It's
I
way
think.
too long.
Yeah.
It's way too long.
Yeah.
It's way too long.
Yeah. Oh, Catherine O'Hara's in it.
Oh, I love Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah,
everybody.
Oh, plays her mom. Yeah,
Plays
yeah,
her
yeah.
mom.
All right.
Yeah, that's a great-
I'll
that's a-
check it out.
Yeah.
just in
No,
case.
you might dig it. I didn't.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah, I'm 50-50 on it.
Yeah.
I challenge you.
I
Now I'm
challenge
going
you
in with
to
low
a duel.
expectations, so I might enjoy it more.
Expectation.
I challenge you to a Dua Lipa. All right, my final one is Joker Folie à Deux. Did not like
still
it.
haven't seen
I
it.
was
Oh, you did
so-
see it.
Oh, he did. Yeah, I
Yeah,
talked
you
about
did
it.
see it?
Yeah.
You did see it.
Yeah, I talked about it on the
Yeah,
show.
remember
We're
the
the
same
only two
show
that saw
over, same song over and
I'm the
over.
only other. Well, we're the only two that.
Yeah,
saw.
and I didn't like it, and you did.
Batman fans have not.
haven't seen it
I've been
since.
meaning to because it is on Max, but I kept going towards the Creature Commandos.
Yeah,
and-
there's
Oh,
so
yeah.
many
Yeah.
other better
Creature
things.
Commandos is
Yeah.
really good.
I think for me, because I heard so many bad things about it that I watched it and I was just like, oh, this is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you saying
Yeah,
you
it's not
liked
bad.
it.
It was like
I
a Suicide
didn't.
Squad thing for you. Huh?
Absolutely.
I thought the song was the same song over and over
Yeah.
again. I didn't like
There
it.
she
I didn't like the end.
goes.
Yeah. I didn't,
Oh,
oh,
that's
yeah,
why
yeah,
I
yeah.
I didn't
the
like
next
the
one.
end with
Yeah,
the other Joker
Yeah.
setting up a different
Yeah.
Joker.
Oh,
I'm
you've
like,
got to be fucking really.
Yeah, I'm
Stop.
saying no.
Stop. No, I'm
saying
not
too much.
talking to you. I'm talking to Todd Phillips. Stop.
Oh, okay.
Stop making multiple Jokers. I'm done with this shit.
Go back to the go back
Just-
to Hangover movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Todd.
I've
It's
only
not my
saw- I
mother,
saw the
Todd.
first one. It's not my mother, Todd.
How's
That's a good
Wolfie?
one.
How about you, Wolfie?
Oh, fuck.
Wolfie
Why does the Joker suck, Todd?
I don't
No,
No, Margot.
Harley.
This is a tough one, but you said the Tyson fight, and that was a real bummer for me because I was really looking forward
Yeah.
to that
A lot of
fucking
people
guy
were.
knocking that other guy out, and that did not fucking happen.
No, it didn't.
And he could have.
And the connectivity was terrible,
Right.
and my screen
Yeah.
kept freezing.
I
and
kept buffering too.
That was probably the worst thing I watched.
Well, they got pills for that.
Runners up.
Hims
Go
is
back
now
to our
responsible.
prior episodes where I watched the movie I didn't like because I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't remember.
There's a lot of them.
Go back to one of the nights I was here and I fell asleep on the couch
No, that could be.
because we watched something random and I was like,
That's
what
every
the
other week,
fuck?
Tito.
Yeah, that could be anything.
Then my skin
Star
I
Wars.
know. Sometimes
Oh.
you fall asleep for the good ones too.
Oh yeah, no, that wasn't 2024 though.
And Derek touched on it a little bit. I'm gonna just breeze by it very quickly. Donald Trump just kind of bummed me out. 2024, but you know, I'm moving on. But my 2024, entertainment wise, was quite good. I think.
Yeah.
There were very few things that I didn't like,
All right.
but it's hard for me not to like things.
You
So
do.
you're
You
doing
like
a good
them.
job getting me not to like things.
I'm good.
Yeah, because it's hard.
It's my superpower.
I like a lot of things.
Like Carly Simon, nobody does it better.
I appreciate that because I work hard at doing this, but is it because of the movie or is it because you like to not like the things?
Oh no. Typically,
Because it's me and you like to rile me up.
no. If you give
Well, either one is
there
acceptable.
are movies that I've seen with you that I've never seen before
That I've
introduced
showed
me to
you that
I
are good.
liked. Yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
remember one.
Well, we'll
There's
got
got to be one somewhere, but yeah, maybe.
I mean, I liked I never saw any of the Hellraiser movies. We watched. The
Oh, you liked
Hellraiser
that? That's
movies. I
right. You liked
those
of
ones
all
that I
the
saw.
things,
There are
Hellraiser
movies that
3.
we've watched that I like.
Yeah.
And then there are movies I'm just like, what the fuck, man?
I do. That's what I try
What
to
did
do.
I ever do to you?
I want you to
That's my
appreciate what you have.
2024. Only 2 swears.
I'm glad I didn't make that list. I'm glad I wasn't
why-
your
you would
most
never.
disappointing thing.
No,
in
you would never make
2024.
that list.
I made my wife's list.
Oh, well, that
no,
makes
that's
sense.
Oh, and of course Comicon. highlight of.
that was a highlight for me for sure.
Yes.
I got some
Definitely.
solid shit at that place.
That's right.
I met
Seeing the Ham Brothers.
That's right.
Hanging out with the Ham Brothers.
That's right.
He was talking about his comic, and I was like, "That's cool, but let me tell you something." Death Mount
I really loved
Late
your movie.
Night with the Devil was really fucking good.
Yeah.
And he started talking about his comic again, and I was like, "All right, pump the brakes on this comic. I want to tell you more about this really good movie."
Did you get the comic?
I did get the comic.
Well, that's a good thing for you then.
Have you read it?
No, I had it hermetically sealed immediately following the signing. Now it's just in a plastic case, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I going to do with this?
I'm pretty sure that guy knows magic. I'm sure he would
I
put
think
a
so, too.
spell on you.
Yeah.
He's awesome. I mean, he is so cool. Such a nerd. Such a comic book nerd.
He dresses like the guy from Grandma's Boy. He dresses like Neo from the Matrix.
Yeah.
He dresses like Neo from the Matrix.
That's what I was thinking too, because remember we were just watching before we started recording the Horror's Greatest show, and season 2 just started, and he's all over season 2 talking about animal attack movies, and he's either dressed like a Chinese waiter or Neo. I can't tell. Or maybe he's supposed to be some kind of priest. I don't know.
Yeah.
But there he is.
It's whatever.
His nails are all painted black.
All black.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
dude,
he
this
was
guy.
wearing that.
Dude,
It's his choice.
This is the guy that was one of the wombats in Ant-Man. You know?
He was hilarious
So
in that
good.
movie.
He was.
So good.
One of my favorite things about
he
those
really
movies.
was.
One of
Oh my
favorite
God,
things
that's
about
right. He was in
2024.
Ant-Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember Baba Yaga?
Baba
Yeah.
Yaga.
Didn't work out for the Titanic.
Yaga.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, he's very good.
Damn.
Yeah, the old lady, she still threw jewels in the ocean.
Polka Dot Man. He's come a long way.
Yeah.
And he was in
Fantastic.
Dark Knight.
Yeah, he was one of the cops that was.
He was on the
That's
Flash
right, he
show
was.
too.
Yeah.
He was on the Flash TV
yeah.
show.
I
I
didn't
know
watch
who
that
didn't.
show for very long.
But the Flash.
I did for a few seasons.
I was on there until season 5. I've gone through the whole thing.
no,
I don't
know.
want to get on.
No, but you know what? It's one of those things you're actually right about. It did become the Iris West show, and it's
It
like,
did.
stop.
It did.
Well, you gotta stop
I had
after.
to watch The Flash.
I gotta say, anything after 5, you just gotta fucking relax, man. Just call
That's true.
Just call it a day.
That's true.
24 episode seasons.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
that's the thing in the
If they were
past,
like
my
10
man.
episode seasons, that'd be
Yeah.
different. But like,
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, 47 minutes each.
Because they have like
Can't do that
the
anymore.
break in between, and then they
Yeah.
start back up again, and it's
Too
like
good. Too much.
it's like a school year.
Too much too soon.
Like,
True.
they go
can't
on
do that anymore.
holiday break and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. 4 seasons. Well, although Sopranos was pretty good past 4, wasn't
There
it?
were 5, right?
How many
5 or
seasons?
6?
5, 6. 6 seasons.
6 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ended at the
did-
right time.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 episode
Yeah.
seasons though, right?
Yeah,
so you
true.
get 10 episodes.
I mean, everybody,
season.
pretty much everybody's dead. So,
Well, Meadow made it.
but
We think.
Yeah,
We don't know, do we?
we don't know what happened
We don't
after
know.
the lights went out.
Yeah.
He got shot. That's my. There's your answer right there. Somebody shot him and
Steve
everything.
Van
Yeah.
Zandt made it, I think. He lived. Doesn't he live? What's his character on it? Silvio?
Sylvia.
Is that Gus
I
Van
thought
Zandt or Steve Van Zandt?
No,
No,
Steve.
Steve.
Steve, right? Yeah.
So he
When you said that,
died,
though,
I thought.
I was thinking Steve Zahn.
Steve
Steve
Zahn.
Zahn
Oh, my
made
God.
it. He made it to.
He made it.
He made it to Daddy
To be an
Daycare.
8-bit Christmas.
He made it all the way to Daddy Daycare. Yes, absolutely.
Which I've seen way too many times because of the kids.
Just the one.
Oh, yeah, because of the kids.
Use that excuse too.
Because that's what they're asking for.
Yep.
Can we watch Daddy Daycare?
No, they honestly do.
Daddy.
You had to have shown it to them first.
Yeah.
It's Siobhan's fault.
Oh, she showed
I
it.
had never seen it. I had never seen it until the kids
okay.
watched it, and I mean, I've
The
now,
part
but
where
now
he stares at the ceiling with when the kid shits all over the bathroom is it's my favorite part of that movie. It's
and the
very
kid that wears the flash, like won't take the flash costume off, and
good. Classic.
it's good.
I like when
movie.
It's good.
It's fun.
I like when Seth Rogen and Paul Rudd are watching
5
Daddy
stars.
Daycare while on shrooms and knocked up.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
right.
And they're like, "This isn't funny. This isn't funny at all." Hey, awesome appetizers,
Yes.
everybody.
Yep.
Did we forget anything? Did you have anything else? All right, let's.
Mark, did you get everything out that you
Now I
You
did. Thank
Okay.
you. I apologize.
All right, well,
totally.
Good riddance 2024.
That's right.
Totally brain
That's right.
Hello,
Hello,
2024.
2025, bring it on.
Get ready for another year. Hopefully with some more good stuff, and we'll
for
see.
sure.
We'll see. We might be off to a good start. I don't know.
Don't know.
Oh, we're going to be off to a good start with this episode.
That's right.
All right, let's do
It'll be
it.
a stellar
Let's
episode
do
for
this
2025.
episode.
Segways.
Let's get to the main course.
The main course.
Wow. Sneak. Surprise.
What's the surprise?
City of Snakes, apparently. Will Smith, Tommy Lee Jones, they're cops gone cosmic, agents with attitudes, professionals against the probing. They are Men in Black, the government organization that keeps all extraterrestrial events out of the public eye and safe within the confines of tabloid junk magazines and huckster headlines.
The hot sheets.
While the X-Files taught us the truth was out there, Men in Black taught us nothing to see here. Gentlemen, your opening thoughts, please, which I guess would be me. Good pick, Brian. I have not seen this movie in an awfully long time.
Yeah, same here.
It was nice to revisit it. It's a great, solid flick. Still a lot of fun. Just as much fun as it was when I saw it way back in 97, which was the tail end of the blockbuster movie for
That's like
me.
You really? It's been that long?
No, I probably have seen it since, but I just remember seeing it for the first time, seeing it a couple of other times, not watching it for a very long time, and then coming back to it. But it made me think of the first time seeing it again. And it was the end of the blockbuster era for me. You know, it was like Independence Day, Armageddon, Jurassic Park. And saw it with a bunch of friends. We all went to the cinema in Braintree because that was the big cinema. Sir. And I was dating Sarah at the time. We all loved it. It was such a fun movie, and it still is.
Actually, it was a General Cinemas back then, right?
It was a General Cinemas.
Yeah.
So popcorn getting eaten. Derek, your opening thoughts.
So I wasn't looking forward to rewatching it only because I can't stand Will Smith. But back in the day, I did like him, and I forgot that. And
we all did.
I think that I liked him because I wasn't. He hadn't done his shtick as much.
This was back when Will could do no wrong.
This was early on.
Will was on top of the world.
Yeah. And it's a fun movie. I love Danny Elfman's score. Is great. Most of the comedy works. This, especially some of the featured actors. There's a lot of good character actors in this movie. And his humor gets a little stale after a while, but I do love the dynamic between the two of them. The straight man and the street cop. Tommy Lee Jones kills it in this movie. And from the opening on, it's such a strong opening scene.
Yeah.
That it really, I think when a movie opens like that,
it grabs you the way it does.
It kind of, it pushes you up. It sets the bar up high so that, you're at a good spot and it can only go down from there. So it's it's a great opening and one of my favorite openings in cinema. Really, I like the guy that plays his partner, Kay's partner that he ends up flashing. Yeah. He's someone.
He's an old character actor,
right?
Yeah.
I had a bunch of stuff.
And he was good.
Richard Hamilton.
Richard Hamilton. He a little sad, sad seeing him, talk about the old days,
the stars.
But it's awesome, and I do like. I kind of wish that they had. I never read the comic,
same.
But I kind of wish that the whole when they did decide to make it a franchise, I kind of wish they did branch off to more supernatural stuff because
the comic.
They did an animated series for a while.
They did.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
But
I remember seeing that.
But overall, it's enjoyable. It's the best movie out of the series. So.
Yeah,
agreed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah, same. I'm going with you guys. I saw this in '97 and I absolutely loved it right out of the gate. A lot of fun. I loved Tommy Lee's and Will Smith's dynamic together. They worked perfectly together, and I was a little disappointed at the end when we're jumping ahead, but at the end you think that Tommy Lee is not going to be in any further installments because he gets his memory wiped, and I'm like, oh man, there goes the team, and now he's with Linda Fiorentino, and we're gonna have to start a whole new partnership again. And, so I did. I know Tito loves Linda.
Jade.
Although that end scene is kind of corny, with them and about the Knicks and
oh yeah.
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
He was the toast of the
town
and
you can see in that scene why they didn't continue with her because they had zero chemistry in that scene.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I did. I dug this movie. I love a good action comedy. I love the dynamic between the characters. I love all the supporting cast: Tony Shalhoub, Siobhan Fallon.
Yep.
It's great. Everybody works on all cylinders.
Rip Torn.
Rip Torn, especially. Yeah.
Sucks, huh?
Yep. The creature effects by Rick Baker.
Right.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And it holds up today. Almost 30 years later.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
does.
we're just starting 2025. This movie came out in 97, so that's like 28 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
For
Amazing.
Christ's sake. And it
Yeah,
still looks
CGI's
great.
pretty good. The
Yeah.
practical
Yeah.
stuff is really good.
Yeah, the jokes still hold up.
Yeah.
You know, nothing seems too dated. You know,
Oh no, yeah, right.
it's great.
The only effect I
Yeah.
absolutely hate, and I don't think it works at all, is when the cephalopod drops the gun.
Oh, and it disappears. It just evaporates.
disappears. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I always hated that.
Yeah.
But like that thing with his eyes.
Yeah.
I was watching. I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like that's awesome.
Yeah, and then Will's trying to tell his captain later. He's like, no, man, he had two eyelids. We all have two eyelids. No, man.
No, he blinked one set and then he blinked the other set. Cap.
Yeah, great movie. Love it. I'm
Yeah.
glad you
Tito?
guys were all on board with this one, too.
No, this is a fun ass movie. I didn't see it in the theaters. I always kind of liked it, and it wasn't until I don't know, a few years after it had come out that I realized I really liked this fucking movie. I watch it all the time. It's so much fun, and it's like you're catching Will Smith like at his second like explosion of fame.
Yeah.
Right, because he had done Bad Boys. He does this movie. He
then he
had
does
done
Independence.
Independence
Well,
Day.
he did, yeah,
Those two
you're right.
movies had come, and then he does this, and it's really like boom, and then like his music career takes off again with this song, which I thought was so fucking stupid when I was a kid. I was like, this is
I
the
know.
stupidest fucking song, and every time I hear it, I fucking love it. Will Smith to me is kind of like Tom Hanks now. I love Tom Hanks growing up. I haven't seen a new Tom Hanks movie in like 20 years.
Yeah.
maybe. And I haven't seen a new Will Smith movie in probably just as long. But when they were at their peak, they were like two of my fucking favorite people on the planet. And Tommy Lee Jones is fantastic.
The
in this
90s were
movie.
very good to both of them, weren't
Yeah,
they?
they sure were. They sure were. But Tommy Lee Jones is really great. The cast is really great. I love Linda Fiorentino. She just fucking sprays sex all over the screen.
I thought you were going to say
Every
ooze.
time. It's 2025, baby. She's spraying
She's
sex
spraying
everywhere.
now. We don't ooze
Yeah.
anymore.
Well,
See,
she oozes. She
oozes
definitely
for me.
does.
She's
definitely doing
got
it.
that. Oh man, that
I don't know
deep
that it can
voice.
be
It's very
contained.
apropos. There's a lot of
Wow.
spraying and oozing
It
in this
can't
movie.
be
I
contained.
want to get that looked at.
I was also very happy because I watched Vision Quest like a week before.
Oh my God.
Because I was like in the mood for Linda Fiorentino, and then you were like, "Oh, we'll do." I was like, "Oh, perfect! I'll watch another Linda Fiorentino."
Throw
movie.
Dogma into the mix. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Again, Jade.
come
Gotta
on,
watch
Jade.
Jade.
What are we doing?
Dude.
Jade, is that the movie with what's his
David
name?
Caruso.
David
Yeah.
Caruso.
Fuck you.
That's 3. All right. But such
Sorry,
a fun
Mrs.
movie.
Macrina.
Such
Yeah.
a fun movie.
Oh,
and a
she
great,
knows by now. Don't worry.
out of the box, but not really out of the box pick for a buddy cop movie. It wasn't something that sprung to mind.
Yeah.
No, but
But
it
when
totally
you said it, I was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
yeah,
this
it
is
definitely
perfect."
is.
I'm gonna
It's perfect.
I'm gonna explain why I picked it because I had this one and I also had the 2 Shane Black movies that I was going back and forth between.
Right.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and The Nice Guys.
Yeah.
And I rewatched all 3 of them.
Oh.
I did. I watched Kiss Kiss Bang Bang first, followed by The Nice Guys the next day. And I'm like, these movies almost cancel each other out. I love them both,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I can't pick. They're so similar.
Yeah.
We'll do a Shane Black episode.
I would
sometime.
love to.
Do a
because
month of
those-
Shane Black.
Dude, those 2 movies are fantastic.
They are.
They really need
So good.
discussing. And so I'm like, well, I'm going with Men in Black
Yeah.
because that was my other choice. And I love the dynamic between Tommy Lee and Will Smith.
Yeah.
It's just a great.
Such good chemistry.
Like
buddy
Tito
cop
said,
film.
it is out of the box, but it is in the box
Yeah.
at the same time.
Oh,
They're
100%.
law enforcement
Yeah.
and they're buddies. And there you go.
And they
No, it's
have that
great.
like the 2 opposite kind of personalities.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
following all
That's
the
what
tropes.
it's all about.
It's
Yeah.
following all the buddy
Absolutely.
It
cop
hits them all.
tropes.
It hits them all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Slick.
Don't
kid.
don't call me kid.
Yeah.
Don't call me sport. Okay, Slick.
All right, Slick.
Go ahead, Tiger.
So fun.
All right, so it's like we know it's 2025. We're starting this show off. We're gonna kind of start something new with the movies for because older movies everybody has seen, but for some of the newer movies we're gonna do in the future, not everybody has like either seen them or want to go back and visit them. And we kind of just breeze through them with the categories, and sometimes people don't know what we're talking about. So we are gonna take a page of the book of Get Your Shine Box and give a brief synopsis of each movie, and
Which is kind of like what we used to do
what
before
we
we did the
used to
category.
do
For sure.
a while ago, and then we'll have
Yeah.
like a lightning round of categories to keep that going.
That works.
So, Brian, you picked this movie.
I did.
Would you like to take the helm of this?
Yeah, I'm going to start with a little background
Okay, go for
before
it.
we go into the meat of the movie itself,
Any
the
way
plot.
you want to do it, sir.
So, Men in Black, a 1997 American science fiction action comedy starring Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith, are the Men in Black, special agents from a highly funded yet unofficial government agency who monitor and police extraterrestrials on Earth. This film was directed by Barry Sonnenfeld, based on a script by Ed Solomon that adapts the Marvel comic book series that Derek just mentioned, also called The Men in Black by Lowell Cunningham. In the film, Agent K, played by Jones, and Agent J, played by Smith, investigate a series of seemingly unrelated criminal incidents related to the extraterrestrials who live in secret on planet Earth. The film also stars Linda Fiorentino, Vincent D'Onofrio, and Rip Torn in memorable supporting roles. Development for the film began in '92 after producer Walter Parks and Laurie McDonald optioned the rights to the comic series. Sonnenfeld was the first choice for director, which resulted, unfortunately, in delays in filming due to his commitments to other film projects and a failure by the producers to secure an alternate director. The film's visual effects were helmed by Industrial Light and Magic. The film's soundtrack contains the score composed by Danny Elfman, along with the theme song, like Derek mentioned and Tito mentioned, by Will Smith.
I'm having deja vu.
Yeah, see, so it all comes full circle, Tito. All
Bounce
full
with
circle.
me. Just bounce with me. Just bounce with me. Start against extraterrestrial violence. I fucking love that song, man. Come on, sing it.
Men in,
Brian.
Men in Black premiered at Pacific Cinerama. I'm sorry, this is I'm not.
Sing the fucking song, Brian.
I don't know the song, Tito. I don't
That's
know.
4. I'm all out.
That's it.
Fresh out of fucks.
Are you done?
That was a bonus fuck.
All right.
Sorry.
You had like 5 more before
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
You
too.
really do.
Oh,
Yeah.
did I?
Yeah, your count was way
Yeah.
off.
Your,
you ready?
your resolution
Continue.
has
Are you ready, Tito?
I am.
All right. We are the Men in Black. All right.
Just bounce.
Galaxy
There
Defenders.
we go.
Yeah. See, I can do it.
Nice.
The good guys dressed in black.
Remember
Go
that.
ahead.
Yeah, just bounce with me. Just
Wild Wild West
That's
is
all I
better.
know.
Oh my God!
I
No,
fucking love that
way.
song. That one I know all the words
Fuck
to.
outta here.
That is,
Way.
Wiki wiki wow.
that is the worst thing you have said this year so far.
We're gonna isolate that.
Yeah,
That's
We're gonna
terrible.
isolate that sound clip.
2025. Can we shut his microphone off? Can we do that? Can we shut him down?
Every time Derek says something smart in 2025, we're gonna play the Wild Wild West was better.
Can we put people in timeout this year? Can we do timeout?
Go to your corner.
You're just like
Go to your corner.
Your microphone. You're in
That's
the
it.
penalty box for
Yeah.
2 minutes while the rest of us record, and then you get to jump back
You're
in.
suspended, Derek.
Not just
Turn in
like
your headphones
everybody.
and your mic.
That's a good idea.
Collectively, you're just like, all right, you're in the penalty
Time
box.
out.
All right.
It's like our version of the
All right.
swear jar. It's like, all right,
you
penalty
are
box.
done.
2 minutes on Derek. He says nothing for the next 2 minutes.
Mark, you're the timekeeper. Okay, you can go, Derek.
All right, you got 2 minutes.
Let's hear it.
Wild. West.
Damn. Men in Black premiered at Pacific Cinerama Dome in Hollywood on June 25, 1997, and was theatrically released in the U.S. on July 2. It was critically praised for its screenplay, humor, action sequences, and the performances and chemistry between Jones and Smith. The film was a box office success, grossing more than $590 million worldwide and becoming the 3rd highest grossing film of '97, as well as the 9th highest grossing film of the decade.
Wow.
It won for best makeup and was also nominated for Best Art Direction and Best Original Score at the 70th Academy Awards.
Excellent.
And there we go. That's Men in Black as far as the background goes. So let's dive into
Let's dive
plot.
into it. Dive into it.
All right, so we talked about this, the opening of the film.
Right.
It opens in the middle of the Arizona desert. A guy named Nick the Dick.
Played by John Grease.
That's right.
I did not.
I didn't know either
notice.
until
Uncle Rico.
rewatching it this time. I'm like, Uncle Rico.
And I wasn't even the one to
The
point it out.
werewolf.
Sarah saw
Monster
that.
Squad.
She's like, hey, it's Uncle Rico. Holy shit.
Wolfman's got nards.
He does. And he has aliens in his
That's
his
right, in the
truck.
back of his truck.
Two different types.
2 different types.
That's right. It's
different,
a play on words, Derek. It's
I know. It's very.
clever wordplay.
It was a nice little.
Poetry.
Yeah, it's clever
It
wordplay.
rhymes.
Not like saying like Wild Wild West was better. It was clever.
What a take. What a fucking take. What a way to start the new year. What a fucking take.
It's beautiful.
No place to go but up from here is the good thing, right? We got a whole year for you to get better.
That's it.
I really hope that I get some support on Facebook.
I hope that
about
we
this.
do Wild
Baby
Wild
steps.
West at some point.
People leave
No
your
one-
comments
no
if
one-
you're
no one's
on my
gonna-
side.
No one's
please.
going to support you on
Defend me. Defend me.
Dean, if you're listening,
It's
Dean's
so
a
much
nice guy.
catchy.
He'll support you.
So
Dean's
much
a nice
catchier.
guy.
So-
And it sampled a better song.
That's a fun.
All right,
oh,
go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
There's like 3 different songs being sung.
Nick the Dick is stopped at the border by a patrol checkpoint where he tries to claim that he was only fishing, but the officers insist on looking at his catch. They find the immigrants, the illegal aliens, quote unquote, and instruct them to form a line when Nick is about to be arrested. A black car driven by Agent K, played by Tommy Lee Jones, and Agent D, played by the aforementioned Richard Hamilton, pull up and they get out of the car, claiming they're from INS Division 6, even though the rest of the officers say there is no Division 6.
Can I jump in?
Yeah,
Say,
absolutely.
Little fun little X-Files nod. The head deputy or whatever there, the one who gets the
blonde guy.
Who I
on
thought
his
was,
face.
I totally thought that was Adam Baldwin.
It is not
at
Adam.
first.
Oh,
Baldwin.
no.
No.
It does look
When he
like
first
him.
shows up at
It
the window,
does look
yeah.
Yeah.
like him. It's
Frederick
actually
Lane.
X-Files fans who remember Arthur Dale, who was played by Darren McGavin in 2 episodes of the X-Files. The younger version of Arthur Dale.
that Jose Chung from Outer Space?
Who discovered?
Is that Jose Chung's from Outer Space?
No. No, this is I can't remember the episode names offhand, but he shows up in a couple of episodes. He's actually the first to discover the X-Files and government cover-ups.
Yeah.
And he tells Fox Mulder through flashback the story. And the actor playing young Arthur Dale is this actor
guy.
here.
Oh, no kidding.
So it's kind of funny, whereas he's on the other side. He's the one who has no idea about aliens, whereas in the X-File, he plays young Arthur Dale, who discovers there are aliens. So nice little nod. And that's all I've got.
like that.
All right. So Agent K and Agent D search the foreigners, and they find that one does not understand a word of Spanish, which is odd for Mexican immigrants
He
crossing
looks like
the
a
border.
bloated version of the lead singer from the Butthole Surfers in
really?
the Pepper video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Pepper! Wow.
Yeah,
And Tommy Lee Jones is so good in this scene.
He
When
really
he's going
is.
down the line of each of the immigrants.
Yeah,
Wait,
he's
no,
talking
Nogales?
Spanish to all
Being
of them.
very nice and welcoming.
Yep.
And
It's okay, abuela. It's okay.
That's true.
that means grandma.
It does mean grandma.
Yeah.
He's got bigger fish to fry.
That's right. That's right. John Grice.
And he
is
finds
fishing.
him.
They search the foreigners and find that one of them does not understand a word of Spanish. They send the rest of them back into Nick's truck, and then they take the one who doesn't understand Spanish further out into the desert, where Agent K cuts into the foreigner with a knife, revealing that it's actually a space alien named Mikey.
Mikey.
They arrest Mikey.
He was in the video.
That's right.
With all those flippers.
So they arrest Mikey, not knowing when he was let out of jail, when one of the agents notices that Mikey is not what he appears to be.
Right.
He's not Mexican at all. He's actually a space alien, and pushes Agent D down and starts running towards him. K then tells D to shoot, but D is unable to, so K shoots, disintegrating Mikey right in the nick
Splattering
of
him
time.
with
Blue goo everywhere.
That's a weird kind of weird scene to me because he's very cool with K and D.
Yeah.
like he's
Yeah.
just cool. Like,
Yeah.
oh, come on, man. You know, it's
I know, but
doing
then-
my thing.
Well, he smells
but-
bacon. You know, and then he went
That's right.
crazy. He
Yeah,
smelled the
yeah.
bacon.
He wasn't thinking. Well, he wasn't
I go crazy
attacking.
for
He
bacon,
wasn't
too.
attacking the agents. He was discovered by young Arthur Dale.
That's
There
right.
and said, "Oh," and then he panicked.
Yep.
And I love
That's
that,
so
like
strange.
his little
His
like
eye
his
stalk
eye
went
thing.
back.
Like one of
it's
them goes
great.
backwards and
Over
sees
the top
behind
of
him.
his head and looks
Very
behind
cool.
him. Yeah. Great effect.
Yeah, and then he charges like an alien.
Oh, it was
Yeah, that's
awesome.
great.
The mouth opens wide.
He was
the-
hopped up on alien
was
steroids.
it all 4 of his arms pop out? All the little flippers?
Yeah.
Isn't that what Agent K says?
Yeah.
Put up all your arms and all your flippers.
He Dilophosaurus a little bit.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Fetch the
Fucking
stick,
that's right.
stupid. Ah, no wonder you're extinct.
Yeah. So he's eviscerated by this gun.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a great effect. I
is.
love
It
the
is.
because it's all stringy too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
after it dries.
Oh,
and-
dude, you can see it all kind of like falling to earth,
Yeah.
like going on the cactus.
Yeah.
It's like that
Things
stuff you
very
throw
cool.
against the wall and it like flops down.
Yes. And-
Slime.
And then it
Yeah.
gets like totally dirty and useless after about 2 hours
Doesn't
because it's
stick
got
anymore.
so much lint on it.
Very cool.
It doesn't stick anymore. Gross.
And you try to use a lint roller, but it just doesn't work.
You can't.
Okay, so after Mikey is disintegrated, a containment crew shows up, and Kay orders them to scorch the nearby landscape, while Kay shows the INS agents a device called the Neuralizer. Mm-hmm. When Janice asks Kay, Janice is the name of the head INS agent, asks Kay who he really is. Kay says he's just a figment of their imagination. Right. And then he zaps the Neuralizer, which emits a small camera-like flash. Kay then takes off his protective sunglasses and tells the agents that they're lucky to be alive after such a big blast, using the cover story of an underground gas main going up after Janice, the agent, discharged his gun. Mm-hmm. Dee apologizes for not shooting at Mikey because he panicked and froze. He's getting a little old for this
He
shit.
couldn't get up. He couldn't get up. Couldn't get the
too
gun.
old for this
He's an old guy.
Yeah. He's got shaky hands.
Yep.
He says, I'm really going to miss it.
Yeah. Yeah. He starts talking about the stars and how beautiful they actually are and how he's been taking them for granted by not looking up.
Yeah, he's going to miss the chase.
Yeah, he is. He convinces Agent K to neuralize him and basically goes into retirement, I guess.
Yeah.
So
everybody wanted one of those.
A neuralizer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone I know wish they had one. So yeah, it is a great intro. Like it sets the tone and it sets gives you immediately what these guys are all about.
Yeah.
So it's very well done.
You know what kind of movie you're going to get into. Or do you? No, you do.
Or do you?
So from there.
So then we cut to New York City, where a young New York City police officer named James Darrell Edwards III, played by Will Smith, chases down a man who he does not know is a cephalopoid. Edwards, played by Smith, almost catches the man, but he gets away by drawing a weapon that Derek hates because it evaporates.
I don't understand what it does.
Right, right. The look of it is off too.
It has a bottle of water.
It looks like the thing that you put on your forehead.
It sprays Windex on you or something. It's got like blue water.
And massages your scalp.
It does. It has these prongs.
It cleans your glasses and massages your scalp at the same time.
Very
the most non-threatening
And on top of it, he recognizes it when he sees it in Jeebs' store. So he knows that it's from the bug people.
Yeah.
So the bugs are the ones that use this. It just doesn't seem like the type of weapon the bugs would use.
Not with those tiny little legs.
Well, maybe there are different kinds of bugs. He's a cephalopoid.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
He's got
true.
two sets of those were his lungs.
You could
That's
hop
right.
on
His gills.
His gills.
Yeah, which are like lungs.
He was out of breath.
For sure. Thank you, Brian.
Yep.
He runs once again, and Edwards finally catches him on the roof of a building. The man claims he's coming and that the world will end. He then blinks gills under his eyes and then willingly jumps to his death off the top of the building.
That's my favorite part. That's my favorite scene.
Yeah.
I love watching it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Will's his expression is just like, what did I just see?
Dude, it's great. He's chasing him. He's jumping off his shit. He's wearing a football jersey with no numbers, logos, or fucking team name on it.
Yeah.
And the
I don't know where you
cephalopod-
get one of those.
The cephalopod looks like a cross between Ray Park and Seth
That's
Green.
who I thought it was.
I thought it was Ray Park.
But mixed with Seth Green.
Yeah.
I can
it's
see
kind
that
of like
now.
a weird
I
mix.
can see both of those.
Yep, you're right. You're
Freeze means stop.
Yeah,
I love that.
good
I don't
call.
know. I just like that.
He's wearing a jumpsuit, but it's half zippered down, tied around his waist, and he keeps his gun there, not in a holster.
Right.
That's all very badass. He's wearing Shaq
He's a bad boy.
sneakers.
Like
He's a bad
Spicoli
boy.
with the bagel down his pants.
Exactly. I love that scene. This is the thing. I always thought like if they would continue the legend of but he chased down a cephalopod on barefoot.
Right.
I thought that would the legend of Will J doing that
because it's mentioned like a few times.
throughout in the movie. I thought that would carry throughout the series because I thought that would always be like a really cool thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you never like the John Wick pencil thing, you know?
The problem is that he doesn't remember it because he gets flashy things.
You're
He gets
absolutely
neuralized
right.
after that.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
Oh shit.
So like
That
he
makes
doesn't remember that he did that.
No,
they do.
but other people would.
Yeah.
Zed would.
It'd be like
Tommy
a legend.
Lee Jones
Like, can you
wouldn't.
imagine having like a legend about you that you don't even remember doing it?
He did it,
I
though.
deal with that every day. Somebody else is reminding
Mark,
me.
did
of
you know
something
you're
I did.
legendary?
No, I didn't. What did I do? Like you moved boulders.
The
up a
legend lives
mountain.
on from the Chippewa on down.
To the big lake they call Gitchy Goody.
You farted the entire alphabet. Well then,
It's the rectum of Mark Macrina.
yep.
That's not easy to do.
No. Especially when we get to the W part.
Yeah.
How do you fart out a W? You just can't.
We You got the fart needles again, Mark? You got the fart needles?
That one came out of my penis. That would make you a legend too.
I guess so.
So now they're being that whole scene happens, great scene, and then they get interrogated.
Yeah.
Or he's being interrogated, correct?
Right.
By
by his own guys.
By his superiors, exactly.
They don't understand what he's.
They do not believe him. We touched on this a little while ago. He's trying to explain that the guy had 2 sets of eyelids, and nobody gets what he's talking about until Agent K shows up.
Comes in, unplugs the camera. They're gills. They were gills.
Yeah. Yep.
I like the quick Linda Fiorentino walks in. We'll talk. Reach out to me. She walks down to the hallway
And gets
She
flashed.
gets flashy fade.
And I love later on when they keep flashing her later. How many times have you flashed her?
Can't
You flash me? How many times have you flashed me?
Yeah. Is that going to cause brain damage? Maybe.
Hasn't yet.
Not that we're aware of.
All right. So Agent K basically offers him a job.
Yeah.
Right.
Gives him his card and says, "Meet me here tomorrow." Right? Isn't it tomorrow? you
Yeah,
said?
the next day.
Which leads into like another amazing scene.
That section of the film is so
His
fun.
whole tryouts were like
Oh,
from
yeah.
start to finish.
Well,
from
actually,
the minute he drags
gets
that
a piece
table,
sorry to interrupt, but he gets a piece of information out of him first, then flashy things him.
right?
And then
the
gives him
cephalopod part.
the card.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
he's got the cephalopod. But then they got to go and
Oh, they go to
Yeah.
Jeebs.
they got to go to Jeebs.
He takes him. Because he
Oh,
asked him,
yes,
"Could
yes,
you
yes.
could you identify the gun?"
So he basically gets
Oh,
him.
that was all this right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's
That was
cool.
before he got
So that's
flashed.
when we see.
Yeah.
That's when we see
Tony
Tony
Shalhoub.
Shalhoub's
Yep.
small part, and
Yeah.
you
but
got
a
one of
great,
my
memorable part.
You got one of my favorite parts with the head. You have
Yeah.
any idea how much that stings?
He looks like he was just born.
Yeah.
Like he's got the head of something that just came out of a fucking
And talk about a
vagina.
great makeup on
Nuts.
Tony Shalhoub.
and really good effects. Like even the
actually,
transformation for that
That
time.
one eye that looks
The one
down,
eye.
the huge ears.
And they did some work on his face. Like
Yeah.
he has a rounder face, and
Yeah.
they managed to somehow
Yeah.
angle it a little more. And I don't know, it's a great scene.
Rick
and,
Baker,
yeah.
man.
And I love that both of them know him. Like
for
he's like
different
he's an
reasons.
informant
but
type
for
guy
different
for
reasons.
both. Yeah.
Exactly, Tito.
He
Like
sells
he-
stolen watches.
Right,
Yeah.
he's talking. Yeah. Oh, how did these get here? I thought I turned these into the
back for
proper
those
authorities.
So then he flashy things him.
That's right.
When
Yep.
he gets his information,
Afterwards.
but then decides, here. You
Like
may
you
wanna
can't
contact me.
handle your tequila, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's right. They go to
Right.
the Chinese
Right.
restaurant.
Yep.
Yeah, that's when he starts to come out of it.
And then tells him, gives him the card.
Yep. And then he goes to the
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
okay.
and Will as much as I don't like him, this movie almost turned it around again for me, rewatching it because
Well, it makes you remember why.
and just
how.
the humor and like how much it works.
Yeah.
Like when when the you're looking for the best of the best of the best, sir.
Yeah.
And he
With
goes,
honors.
"Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just, one of the best of the best of the best, sir, with honors." And like, you're really excited, but you have no idea what we're here for.
But you're
Very
you
excited.
all ain't
No
laughing.
clue why
He's
we're
definitely channeling his Eddie Murphy Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, a little
when
bit.
he's doing his impression of Zed, like, we're not hosting an intergalactic kegger. All I could think of was, is this the man?
Is this ruin the buffet?
I'm like, oh, he's Axel following.
But it's like genius comedy because it's very subtle. Like just these little things, like him dragging the table.
Yeah.
Like that's fucking genius.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
He's thinking outside the box.
Right.
Right, so
All
that
the
gets,
other candidates
that gets
are.
to the tests that you're talking about.
Yes,
right.
But
So, yeah.
we got a little ahead of ourselves.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No.
No. Because before that, we were introduced to Edgar.
Oh, that's
The
right.
scene
That's right. The
cuts to
cutscene.
the scene cuts to New York.
Spaceship
Does
crashes
cut-
her.
the bug.
After the cephalopod jumps to his death,
Yep.
and before he's brought in by his superiors and questioned, and then
Yep.
Kay shows up, we are introduced to Edgar.
Right.
We are shown the scene of a farmhouse.
Abusive asshole husband.
Of a farmer pulls up. You just see the exterior shot of the farmhouse, piece of shit.
This is great.
Tar
too,
paper
by the way.
shack in
Yeah.
the middle of upstate New York somewhere.
Yep.
He's laying into her about the food, right?
Yeah, the
dinner?
food is cold or something. And,
Don't take it away. I want to eat. I'm still eating that.
Meanwhile, there's
You
this
see-
bright light.
The only
coming
thing,
in.
and then he goes, the only thing around here that's any good is my truck.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he says
but-
it,
yeah, because we while we're looking at the exterior shot up in the
Right.
sky, you see a small dot that gets bigger and bigger and bigger and becomes an alien, flying saucer that just crashes right into his truck as soon as he says that. Perfect.
And
comic
he comes
timing.
out, he's just like figures.
I know. I love his reaction.
I have those. That's like your Jurassic Park moments.
Yeah.
I find myself quoting Eggers.
Oh.
I'm like,
Oh yeah.
figures. Yeah. When my truck explodes. So
then we are introduced to Kay. We come back to New York. Kay shows up at the police station, and they.
So the tests themselves are pretty cool.
The tests
I
were
love
very
the
cool.
tests,
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yep.
The
This dude's just working out.
yeah. How would you feel like you're at the gym and the cops all come up and bust up on you?
And this guy's all snarling.
Yeah,
But
then I realized tissue. He's just got a cold.
Snarling, he's sneezing. I appreciate it if you
little
back him off
Tiffany.
me.
This cute little girl.
Yeah.
Those books are way too advanced. for her.
Exactly.
What's she doing
He's
out
up to
in the
some
ghetto?
serious shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love,
just-
and you had said it earlier when he's
and
they're
then
trying to figure out the test, trying to do anything, and Will Smith just pulls the table.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
But
Yeah,
we're
they're
picking
all
up
like
out the
trying
box.
to write it on their legs.
I
And
love
Yeah,
that.
and their egg chairs.
yeah.
Although,
The inside.
Yeah.
I love the one guy who like keeps flapping it straight and then just falls over. He does it a couple of times. I love that every time I see it. Because I'm like, it should work in theory. It just kind of
But then to fast forward after Will Smith like shoots little Susie in the forehead, and everyone's looking at it like they still can't believe it. He says,
Right.
It was a good shot. Though.
And they're all like, oh,
yeah,
He's the worst.
right between the eyes.
He's not gonna pass.
Great stuff.
yeah, the final exam, the eye exam.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yes, just
Somebody
stare
follow
into
me.
this- Yeah.
Well,
Stare-
he kind of gets the job because he ran down a cephalopod
Right.
on foot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because at the end, he's just
Well,
like,
and I think-
yeah, but he ran down a cephalopod
And
on
I think
foot.
thinking
Like, that's
outside the
what you have
box.
to do.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah,
know,
for sure.
Grabbing the table and making up excuses for killing a little girl. I mean, that one I still don't give a pass
Yeah.
on. But I'd still hire him on the chasing the cephalopod and doing
Yep.
the table thing. But shooting the little girl,
Yeah, little Tiffany.
I, if that was the only test, I'd
It
be
makes
like,
me
I
worried
don't
for his
know.
partners, though, because he's very hesitant about shooting.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like, my first impact was, oh, monster, boom.
yeah. Yeah.
But he
not
waits.
him. He,
Yeah.
he was
That-
analyzing
yeah.
everything.
Well, it's also absurd that he's just like, this is so fucking stupid.
Yeah. That
Like,
is
why are
do
they?
even-
Why
Why
am I
what are we
here?
doing?
no,
Yeah.
that's good police work. It's taking all the
It is.
details.
Yeah. He's thorough.
He's very
He's
thorough.
nothing thorough, if nothing else.
Exactly. If nothing. He's,
Fast forward to part 2, he gets rid of all of his partners till he gets K back.
that's right.
Yeah.
He neuralizes them all until he gets K back.
So Zed, after the training, Zed and Kay debate on the results and decide that Edwards is the right candidate. Kay pulls Edwards aside, while Zed neuralizes the other rejected recruits under the pretense of a quote-unquote eye exam. Kay introduces Edwards to the worms who are in the coffee room and were also the subject of our dad joke earlier in the show.
Topical.
And then tells him that humans are not alone on the planet and that aliens live among humans in secret. At another rural farm, we're gonna cut after that scene.
Yeah.
At another rural farm, the bug in Edgar's skin pulls an exterminator.
Edgar suit.
Yeah, it kills an exterminator by forcing him to eat his own gas pipe.
Which is pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's PG, right?
And
Yeah,
steals his
Pretty violent for people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Steals his truck.
They're showing some
steals his
shit.
truck to house his spaceship.
Breaking people in half and
That's
fucking
right.
making them
Right.
swallow the smoke or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The
That's
the
just
gas.
wild. Yeah.
And he leaves Siobhan. He leaves
He
her.
does. Yeah.
Does. No, she left him. You heard the.
No, I mean,
you
like.
heard the story.
Well,
No,
yeah,
know,
but I
know,
mean,
I
like,
know.
that's.
Yeah.
Something about these
He never.
Because
You're
damn.
gonna buy yourself some nice clothes.
We will get there.
Yeah.
Sorry, because that's the greatest scene in the whole movie. But we'll get there.
Very good.
Kay gives Edwards until sunrise to think about joining the Men in Black, and Edwards accepts. The very next day, Edwards returns to MIB headquarters after deciding to join. All of Edwards' identifying marks are erased, as well as getting the last suit he'll ever wear.
Which isn't true, because in the end, he wears that waiter-looking costume.
Which I do not
the
like.
David Delmonian.
the
I do not like that
thing.
suit.
Yeah.
Though if I have a qualm with this movie,
It's that.
it's that
that-
K or J had to frickin'
Will Smith up the suit.
Will Smith up the suit. Let's not do that. You look stupid. Get back. Go. No.
Edwards is renamed Jay. He's the newest MIB recruit. Edgar, in the meantime, follows an alien named Gentle Rosenberg in the exterminator's truck. Jay is given his first assignment with Kay to follow Regic, an extraterrestrial in New Jersey, despite the fact that he is restricted to the New York City area. Regik is in a rush to get off the planet with his wife, even though they have a newborn baby. And that is a funny fucking scene.
It is.
That's Vern Troyer.
I'm going to talk.
Yeah.
One of the best.
As the baby.
What? No way.
That's what I remember
IMDb
reading
said
that too.
Vern
Get
Troyer
out of
was
here.
the baby.
Vern Troyer was the baby?
Yeah, I guess he. I mean,
But see now,
Congratulations,
see now,
Reggie.
when
It's
I was
a
rewatching it,
squid.
I had remembered hearing that, and watching it, I'm like, no, that's animatronic.
that's what I thought
Yeah.
too.
There's got to be another character in there that Vern Troyer was. That was like like an alien
child
baby
or
a
baby.
child.
Yeah, maybe.
Because there's no way.
I always assumed
Right?
that was, an
Yeah.
electronic fucking squid
Yeah.
thingy. And it throws up in his mouth. I love that shit.
But it was adorable. A lot of gooey stuff.
Yeah,
a lot
there
of
is.
splatty, slimy.
It's a very Nickelodeon movie.
It is. It is.
yeah.
Everybody's saying, I don't know.
Well, you got xenomorphs. They always fucking.
Yeah.
They're always
Aliens
they're
4,
excreting
man.
something.
Yeah.
They excrete all kinds of shit.
They do.
Ugh.
Disgusting.
Nasty.
Imagine what those Macamee aliens do.
They don't have booty holes. So.
Yeah, they're on their face though. Did you?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. All that that was after Coca-Cola. It's post Coca-Cola.
And their beer bellies.
Right.
And their pot bellies. Yeah, delightful.
Delightful.
I'm seeing the image and I don't like it.
Oh, Grandpa?
Itchy?
Yeah, so they're so they get they deliver the baby. That's a freaking awesome scene.
Yep.
And then they get back in the car, and I love Tommy Lee Jones. Anything about that seem unusual to you?
Yeah.
The look Will
Exactly.
Smith
He's
gives.
just like wiping the snot off his face.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
So so Kate does
Afterbirth?
fight. Ugh,
I
gross.
guess it's afterbirth.
It
I
is.
suppose.
Very
Yeah.
afterbirth.
It is.
After Earth.
Kate. as
Welcome
Mark
to
said-
Earth.
Welcome
See what
to
I did
Earth.
there?
After Earth, wasn't that the movie he did with his son?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't
fuck.
talk about that. That's
Yeah,
the Will Smith
that's-
we don't talk
Look
about.
at
right.
that.
That's-
after birth, after Earth. Welcome to Earth.
So, it's all happening.
Whoa.
See, he's a one-trick pony.
Yeah, just Earths
Earth.
everywhere.
Wyatt Earth.
Wide Earth,
Wild Wild West.
Wild Earth. Fucking Will Smith, man.
Oh, shit. Okay. So Kay finds this unusual and decides to check out the news to see if anything has happened. He sees an article written by Edgar's wife. Alien stole my husband's skin. And this was in the supermarket tabloids, which he calls the hot sheets.
Yep.
And then he goes off to investigate this with Jay. Meanwhile, Edgar is still following Gentle Rosenberg to meet with another alien of the same race who informs him that a bug landed on the planet and that he must get away. Edgar kills both the aliens in a restaurant, takes a possession of theirs, believing it to be the galaxy, which is a source of power the size of a marble.
That's right. Orion's belt.
That's right.
It's on Orion's belt.
We don't find that out.
And
We don't
Lurch,
find that out
and
yet.
Lurch from
That's right.
Yeah.
Carol Stryken.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Mr.
Yep.
Hong from Star Trek The Next
That's right.
Generation.
Star Trek,
And
yeah.
regular Barry Sonnenfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's
Why
the
am I
other
drawing
guy,
a
like-
blank on the show? What the fucking David Lynch show? Why am I drawing
Twin
a blank?
Peaks.
He's
He's
on
the
Twin Peaks
giant in
also.
Twin Peaks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't remember him.
Is
on
the
Twin
other
Peaks.
guy, the other alien, someone big?
Rosenberg?
Yeah, he
I've
he
seen him
looks
before.
Familiar.
Yeah.
He too was in an episode of the X-Files.
Was he really?
Yeah, he played a hypnosis that helps Mulder reoccur some nasty events that happened with his parents in one of the later
Spawn?
seasons. Yeah,
Was that one of the
there's a lot of X-Files
mythological
things in there.
episodes? The
No,
mythology
that was one of
episodes?
the continuing story episodes.
Isn't that what they call the myth? It's not the monster of the week. It's
Oh, they call that
the-
the.
yeah,
Do they?
the-
Oh, I'm sorry. Then yes,
Yeah,
it is.
okay.
It follows the mythology. You're right. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll shut up now.
that's okay.
It's not.
Kay,
Ah,
hey,
weird.
Kay and Jay pose as FBI agents and question Edgar's wife. They learn about the sugar water, and that's a great scene because she offers them lemonade, and it's so freaking
he
tart that
spits
Jay
it back
can't.
in, yeah.
Jay can't because she gave all the sugar to Edgar.
Fresh out of sugar.
It was wearing an agar suit.
Edgar.
That was why, I guess so.
That woman is
I got
the
your
best.
skin's hanging off your bones.
She's in Daddy Daycare.
Is she?
She plays one of the moms.
She's
yeah.
Beatrice?
Isn't
Daddy
she
Daycare.
Elaine's
Daycare.
roommate in
She's Elaine's
Seinfeld,
roommate. Yeah,
right?
she's
Yeah.
Dave's
Oh,
Kramer.
she
Yeah.
is hilarious.
She is.
Love her in this.
She said, Edgar, what on
She-
earth was that?
She wasn't on Saturday Night Live,
Sugar.
was she?
I
Was she on Saturday Night Live?
I don't believe
she
so.
was.
I think one of the earlier seasons.
Oh, for real?
Like 80s in the 80s.
Oh, I did not know that.
Maybe early 90s. But yeah, she wasn't on there very long.
No, I
she
didn't
was
think so,
on
but I
there.
thought I remember seeing her on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
I've never seen Sugar do that.
Yeah.
I fucking love that line. Edgar, what on earth was that? Sugar.
Sugar.
I've never seen Sugar do that.
And water.
Edgar, your skin's hanging off here.
Edgar, your skin's hanging off your bones.
Is this better? He pulls it back.
Oh yeah, how's this?
And that's it. That's the last we see of her after the.
After that, yeah.
After
This
that, they
scene,
neuralize her after
Yeah.
after she gives up all the information that
Tells
they,
her that
they
she
need.
left Edgar and
Yep.
she's going to buy herself some new clothes.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
whoever does your decorating, damn.
Oh shit. At the crash site at the farm, Kay analyzes the dirt that the alien may have left a spectral trail on and discovers that they are after a bug. He tells Jay that they will watch the morgues with the bug in town. I don't get that. I don't know why that's there.
They got to go to the morgue.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't like the way that's written. But anyway, yeah.
With the bug in town, they're going to have to watch the morgues.
I guess
Yeah,
that's what it means. Yeah. I wrote that backwards.
That's how they meet up with Linda Fiorentino. That's
Yep.
right.
Yep. Yep.
Fiorentino.
Laurel Weaver, played by Linda Fiorentino, is a pathologist. She examines the bodies and finds them unusual. J and K pose as doctors. They examine the bodies and they discover that Rosenberg isn't really dead yet. He's actually a tiny little alien.
That's right.
In a robot body.
Wicked cool effect.
Yeah, a very cool effect. Again, thank you, Rick Baker.
Yeah.
His last words are, to prevent war, the galaxy is on Orion's belt.
Mm-hmm.
Kay neuralizes Weaver, played by Fiorentino, and they head back to headquarters. Edgar is banging the possession, which turns out to be a container filled with diamonds from Rosenberg.
Yep.
They came from his jewelry store. It is not, in fact, the galaxy he's looking for, and he resumes his search while J and K look at Orion's belt, but Zed thinks that they are wrong. They then, because he tells them that there are no galaxies on Orion's belt, it's just these three stars.
Right.
They then discover that a bunch of aliens have left the planet, and they notice an Argyle, which is Rosenberg's race, battleship above the Earth conveying a message. Kay and Jay go down to Rosenberg's jewelry store to find more clues, and Zed tells Kay to give Jay a weapon. Kay gives Jay the noisy cricket, which is awesome. I love it.
It is.
It's such a tiny,
Like I'm
little
going to break this damn thing.
squirt gun of a gun.
Yeah.
And it causes a blast that has such a kick. It just throws him through the wall later on. Anyway, because of its size, Jay doesn't think it will protect him. But anyway, it does.
Boy, does
later.
it.
Yeah. Well, we find that out later. Edgar gets to Rosenberg before Jay and Kay do, however, and he breaks in to look for the galaxy. He sees a picture of Rosenberg's cat on the wall, who was by his side at the time of his death. Edgar sees a marble on the cat's collar, which he thinks is the galaxy, and notices that the exterminator's truck is then being towed and goes out to investigate, leaving the jewelry store.
Where he pulls out a rifle.
Yeah.
And the tow
As
truck
you do.
guy ever kicks a gun.
Please.
God bless New York.
Yep,
'Cause
exactly.
That's what it was back then.
Mm-hmm.
Then he kills him, I guess.
Yeah.
But he still kills him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just don't see it. Yeah.
I love the way Vincent D'Onofrio walks in this.
I love everything he does.
Oh,
You
that's
can
so
tell,
great.
Such a
He's like trying to burst right out of the skin, but he's holding it together.
Yeah.
So he's walking like he's got to take a shit,
Yeah.
but his back hurts.
And it just gets worse.
It just gets worse as the
Throughout the
movie
whole
goes on.
movie.
He's
Yeah.
really holding it in.
His fucking arms are just flailing out at any given moment.
Okay.
That's pretty spot on.
That was good.
Thank you. Anyhow,
let's see. Where am I? Kay and Jay arrive with their weapons and notice the havoc that has just been wreaked upon the store. And Jay finds it unusual that anyone has broken into a jewelry store without taking any jewels. They then suspect that the bug is behind it. They hear a shot and see Edgar walking off with a gun in his hand because he's chasing the tow truck. Edgar gets in the tow truck, drives away, and Jay fires the noisy cricket, which, to his surprise, is extremely powerful. He fires the tiny gun 2 more times, and then when Kay angrily tells him not to shoot it in front of witnesses, but he then tells Kay not to worry about the bug because they already got his ship. Kay asks Zed over the communicator for a containment crew, and he's told that the Arcalians want the galaxy. Edgar, in the meantime, asks the man, "Where do you keep your dad?" And eventually gets to the city morgue, gets city morgue out of him. Edgar steals some postcards and then proceeds to the morgue.
4 for $1.
Yeah, that's right. 4 for $1.
Cheap bastard.
$4.
He knocks over all the bug spray.
Yeah.
I do really like Tommy Lee Jones in that part because Will Smith's losing his shit. He's like, dude, the fucking world almost ends every day here.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we do. Get it together.
Yep.
We don't go running around just fucking shooting.
Yeah, because now they got to neuralize the entire city block.
Yeah,
basically.
right. Which can't be easy.
No.
See, now you have cell phones.
Right.
So you could they could probably devise a way to just zap them while they're all texting or
Yeah.
An
filming.
EMP
Just
type
wipe
thing.
the
Taking
information.
selfies of them with the aliens. Hey, look at me. What?
Delete all the data.
Yeah. We hold a bunch of patents on some technology. I'm sure they can make it work. Fit a neuralizer into a cell phone.
Oh, totally. They can do anything. They're the Men in Black.
That's true.
So Edgar goes into the morgue and threatens Weaver for the cat, whose name is Orion. Jay enters the morgue and then discovers that Weaver is being held hostage by Edgar and that Edgar beat the Men in Black to the punch. He escapes with Weaver and then tells her to take him to the World's Fair where there are working flying saucers, which the Men in Black disguised back in the 1960s as a cover.
It's all true, by the way.
How old do you think David Cross is in that scene? Because he's looked the
Oh
same
my
forever.
God,
He's
seriously.
always looked that
He always
way,
looked like that.
Yeah.
Well,
Never
it
not
was
looked
way
like
before
fucking David
Arrested
Cross.
Development.
Oh,
right? That
God,
came out,
wait.
yeah.
Yeah, because that was 97.
Like
so-
late 20s. I'm
Totally.
guessing.
Yeah.
Exactly. The
He's
fucking
always like that.
He just got
he does.
grayer over
Yeah.
the years. He looks
Yeah, way
exactly the
before
same.
Mr.
That,
Show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Scary Movie 2 was after that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. David Cross.
So young. All those bugs gross me the fuck
Oh,
out.
Yeah,
the
that's
bugs
true,
are
man.
creepy, man. Those roaches, too. Those are
They're like
fat
thick.
freaking roaches.
Yeah.
The
you
ones
know.
that hiss.
Yep.
The
Shows
I
apart.
think they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Welcome
the
to Joey's toilet.
the Madagascar hissing roach, I
That's right.
believe, is what it is.
No good.
It's
falling out of his clothes.
Madagascar.
Yeah.
That's
I read that they had to keep track of all the roaches too because the ASPCA said even wanted
Right.
none
Dude,
of the
you have
roaches
to. They have
harmed.
to do that with maggots. Never
Yeah.
mind roaches. They
So,
have
like-
maggot wranglers.
Maggots,
and-
Michael.
Yeah, you're eating maggots. How do they taste?
That's so
They have.
So they said like
maggot
when Will
wranglers.
Smith was like stepping on them, you know,
Yeah.
to taunt Edgar at the end, he was actually stepping on mustard packets, so to get that splat. Yeah,
I honestly, I would probably not be able to do that.
Yeah.
But they were like, all right, step on these roaches. Not because I care about roaches, but the sound of a crunching
Oh, I
bug
know.
just
Ugh.
goes, makes
I'll
my skin
take-
crawl.
talking about
I'll
this.
take that having bees in your mouth like Tony Todd.
or bees in your eyes.
I mean,
Bees in your
Hey,
eyes.
but that made him a lot of money.
$1,000
It
a
didn't.
sting.
It didn't.
I might. It depends.
yeah.
Would you do that?
If they were like, we'll pay you $1,000 to crush all these roaches, I'd be like, yeah,
Do you
let's
guys
fucking
remember
go.
June bugs?
Yes.
Do you remember
They're
those
still a thing.
big beetles?
Yeah,
that,
they're
that only
huge.
come out in the summer.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those since I was a kid. I didn't think those were still a thing.
No,
Have
they're
you?
still a thing.
Yeah, you still see
I
them?
I see them.
I can
I see
remember
them
stepping
dead
on
my
one
driveway.
as a kid, and Tito's right. It was the worst fucking thing. And then inside, I don't know if it was
Oh,
just
they got like
stuff
a
that came out.
creamy nougat.
It looked like
filling.
rice.
Oh,
it
rice.
Looked, yeah, I don't know if it was like maggots or something that was already inside or
Oh,
whatever.
Probably the
I
baby.
don't-
Maybe I stepped on a pregnant one. I don't
Might have
know.
been
Oh
the
my
babies.
God.
But yeah, it was like white and creamy but lumpy at the same
Oh,
time.
who's
Yeah.
eating while listening to this?
cottage
I want to
cheese.
know. I want to know.
Yeah, the outsides are on the insides and the insides are on the
Yeah, I
outsides.
know.
That's
Something
not
more.
fucking
Yeah, that's
human.
that
Yeah.
goddamn insect
There's
world.
skeletons on the
That's why a
outside.
bug makes a good alien.
It does.
Yeah, for sure.
Bugs are aliens.
Yep.
That's right. They're already here, Mark.
So are
They're already
lobsters.
here.
I've been
Amongst
telling you
us.
that for years.
You have.
No one listens.
No?
Nobody cares.
The hot sheets.
So yeah, now we're at
Hachi-machi.
the home stretch. So this
That's
is
right.
Yeah.
Kay tells Jay not to worry since they have his ship, he can't get off the planet. The Quillians fire a warning shot and say that they will go to war in an hour. Jay thinks that the bug is going to leave the planet via the flying saucers that are at the World's Fair, since all the other transports off the planet have already left. Edgar arrives at the fair before Jay and Kay, who are driving through the Queens Midtown Tunnel. And I love that. At the beginning, he
Finally
tells
gets
them,
to push the red
yeah,
button.
Yeah. Don't push the red button.
Oh, great. Well, you guys have unlimited funds, and we're driving a Ford POS.
Yeah. But then he pushes that button.
And
The gadget mobile.
Yeah.
By the way, Elvis isn't dead. He just went home.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We all knew it.
Y'all
That's
know.
a fun scene too when he's riding along the ceiling and he's just kind of falling in the
Yeah,
car.
I told you to fasten your seatbelt, kid.
That's a fun fucking scene.
Yeah. They managed to zip past the traffic by pressing a red button that allows the car to not only activate its auxiliary mode, but to drive on the roof of the tunnel. Before they get to the World's Fair, the Edgar bug eats the galaxy that he got off of Orion's collar. Edgar then drags Weaver with him. While getting into the saucer, Jay and Kay arrive just in time to save her. They shoot down the flying saucer that Edgar takes off in, and then as it crashes, he gets out. The bug then takes Edgar's skin off, revealing his true form. He eats their guns, both Kay and Jay. Kay then attempts to get the bug to eat him to get the guns back, and he tells Jay not to let him get on the second ship and creates a distraction. Jay begins fighting with the bug by stepping on the cockroaches.
That's right. Oh, your auntie.
Yeah.
That must be your uncle.
And Kay then shoots his way out of the bug's digestive system after he found his gun, which was very, reminded me of Drax at the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Couldn't stab him from the outside. I'm going to stab him from the inside.
The skin is just as thick on the inside. Yeah, that's funny.
Okay, so then they get the galaxy back and deliver it to the Argalians while Jay and Kay are recovering from their battle. The top half of him is still alive. He definitely pulls a Mike Myers, pops up in the background, still alive. And Weaver then shoots the alien by using Jay's gun, which was dragged out of its stomach by Kay. She then tells Jay and Kay how interesting their jobs are, surprising Jay and Kay. As the Men in Black clean up the situation, Kay tells Jay to neuralize him since he wasn't training a partner, but rather a replacement, which I really didn't like that. But anyway, he comes back in the second.
He comes back, so it's okay.
It was all reversed. Jay accepts Kay is neuralized, and Weaver then joins the Men in Black as Agent L and Jay's new partner.
Yep.
Right.
The end.
The end.
I like when they made movies that it's the end of the movie.
Right.
Then they make a lot of money. And they're like, all right, we'll make a second one.
Right.
You know, it's a little open-ended, but not entirely.
No.
It can be its
And they
own
don't really
movie.
continue a lot of the stuff from
And
the
they don't
first
continue
one.
like any of the shit from the
like
first
she's
one.
not there
No, we
anymore.
can. Which I did not like.
Yeah.
And
now, was that a story choice, or did she not want to return?
I heard rumors she's difficult to work with.
I heard that too.
But that's from Kevin Smith. He has trouble working with everybody.
Take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I guess she was the only one giving him a hard time on Dogma, which is why she never returned for any cameos, like in Not Chasing Amy, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. They wanted to get her to do something. I guess they didn't.
But I kind of think it's believable with her because she kind of did fall off the face of the earth. Like,
something happened.
You know,
she's gone.
Like she was big. She was like the go-to sultry siren of the cinema.
Yeah.
Sultry siren of the cinema.
A little bit.
I mean, the shelf life on Beautiful Woman is not very long in Hollywood, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's very true.
Unless you play the game. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, who knows what kind of game she's been playing.
Amazonian stuff, Themyscira. Brian, awesome job.
Thank you.
You guys want some lightning? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, how many do you have? We're already at an hour and 48 minutes.
Let's do very quickly. Your favorite part. My favorite part is the Edgar suit.
Oh, absolutely.
I love the interrogation scene.
Yeah.
It's what stands out. Yours?
That scene, the training, I mean, the
the training montage.
His tests and the opening. I mean, just that whole the two back-to-back scenes introducing those two characters.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah, I like anything that happens on the New York farm. The Edgar suit, the investigating with Siobhan Fallon. Just that whole interchange. I love the scenes in the morgue. Any of the scenes in the morgue are great, especially when they discover that the Rosenberg is not what he seems to be. He's an actual a little tiny alien in a robot body.
Everything seems great. Well, it's not there.
Yeah.
But wherever it is, it's intact.
You feel that?
Funny.
Oh my God!
It's not there, but wherever it is, it's still intact.
Tito.
The Jay's training montage when he's kind of learning all that stuff. And when he chases down the cephalopod, I think it's just a really fun scene. I think they give it just enough time with Jay, so that you get to know him, you get to know Kay, and then when you get them together, you kind of feel like you know them both at that point. So it's fun. And then
Nice.
It kicks off.
Anything doesn't work for you in the movie? This is the first time I'm ever going to say this. No, everything works for me in this movie.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that to rush it. I love everything in this film.
Some of the forced humor, like the pug. I didn't like the pug. Even the worms.
Oh, I thought the pug was funny.
Oh, the pug is cute.
Because the guy that's next to the pug, he looks like a total like
riffraff.
a fool. He does.
He looks like riffraff. Yeah.
He looks like a dead riffraff.
I think I enjoy.
Yeah.
I enjoy the more subtle humor in the throughout. Like I think there's some really really funny shit, but it's not like in your face, over the top, like forced funny. And then when it changes and it has those types, it just doesn't do it for me. I also, I don't like the fact that it doesn't make any sense that their names would be the letter, because that means you'd only be able to have 26 agents at a time, and there's definitely more than 26 agents.
Oh, maybe they go by numbers.
Right.
Other languages too.
They get wiped out after
Maybe.
a while.
Does that help?
Oh, that could be.
Maybe
they do only have 26.
The right amount. I mean, clearly only 2 of them are really saving the world
At a time.
Everyone else is just kind of hanging out.
Everyone else is the containment unit.
But like the 2 aliens that are just the eyeball with the tentacles, one of them's got a real name.
Well, maybe they go to numbers after.
Yeah, this is Gleep Bob and
then colors.
No, Bob.
Bob and fucking right.
Right.
Where you at? And Bob.
These are the twins.
Where you at? Brian.
Yeah.
Anything not work for you in this movie?
No, like you, I think everything worked. This movie fired on all cylinders. It was a fun ride.
All right. What's your name? Tito.
I love Lynn Fiorentino. I would have liked to have seen her in the sequels, even if what's his face came, Tommy Lee Jones came back. I just like having her on screen. It's fun.
All right.
But you lose the love
I don't
interest.
think she was needed though in this movie.
Yes, she was.
Well, you still needed to have a morgue.
You needed a more. Yeah, you needed a more. You needed a woman in the movie. First of all, anyway, there weren't a lot. There weren't any in the training group. I know this was the late '90s, but diversify it a little bit.
Honestly, it could have gone either way. Like she could have been really funny with Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
Like if he just wasn't picking up what she was putting down, that could have been really fucking funny.
Yeah.
Or like with the Will Smith character. She's just fun. She's a fun character.
I like this, so I'm keeping this in here, this category. Very quickly, award for what you're doing in this movie. I'm going John Grice.
Me too.
Same.
Okay.
Yep. Same, because I didn't realize until all this time. I didn't realize until last night or this week that it was him.
So
Same here.
I'm going with the Border Patrol guy, Frederick Lean, who was Yellow Eyes in the first season of Supernatural.
Was he? He was the demon?
Yeah, he's Yellow Eyes.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
No kidding.
Yeah. And I loved Yellow Eyes.
Yeah.
He was also in a season of American Horror Story. I want to say it was the Asylum season, but I'm not
I
sure.
did see that season. I don't know.
As one of the orderlies.
No, it was he was
Patient?
a doctor. I want to say. Was he a doctor? Maybe he was an orderly. I don't know. He's in there somewhere. Doesn't matter. We'll do an episode on that for another time. And lastly, MVP. Who's the MVP in this movie? I am going Vince D'Onofrio. I love this performance from start to finish. I just love everything about him. I love how he moves. I love how he talks. I love the performance. He's what stands out to me in this film. Everybody's good, but as far as aliens go, and in the sequels, he's the best bad guy out of all of them. I love this character. Yeah, and so that's mine. Derek.
Jones, Tommy Lee Jones.
Right.
He's so phenomenal in this movie, and I love that he plays it just so straight.
Yeah,
and and it's coming off the heels of Batman Forever. So he had this role that wasn't that great.
Yeah.
But he still he shows that he can do comedy. And I just love the dry, especially because of that dynamic, and he goes for it. He's invested. He gives 110%. It's a great role for him.
Sounds good. Brian?
Yeah, I'm going with Edgar. I'm going with
Vince D'Onofrio?
Vincent D'Onofrio. Absolutely, Mark. You said it all. He was great to watch. Tommy Lee Jones is fun too. Yeah. I mean, I agree with you,
like
Derek.
But in this movie,
it's tough to pick. But Vince D'Onofrio, man, he just steals every scene he's in.
Cool.
So exaggerated, so fun.
He's very funny. I could have used more Beatrice, but he is really, really good. I'm going to Will Smith for me. I think he's the star of this film. And
nice.
I think he kind of helps launch this trilogy, this franchise. He becomes one of the biggest stars on the fucking planet. It's very clear he's not just a TV guy. He can lead a movie.
I almost went with him because
it's hard not to.
This movie is this movie because of him.
Yeah.
Because it almost went to David Schwimmer, and there was someone else that turned it.
Kidding?
Yeah, and there was someone else that was a bigger name that turned it down, or had scheduling issues and couldn't do it. And I'm like, it would have sucked.
Oh yeah, thank God we didn't get David Schwimmer.
Yeah, somewhere out there in an alternate universe,
I know
that exists.
Somebody's watching this.
Let's be thankful
the Flash
we're not
universe.
All right, that's
nice.
That's Men in Black. Well done, everybody.
Men
We
in
did it.
Black.
All right.
Black.
So to close off, what is making our geek flag fly? Very quickly, I'm gonna go. I saw Smile 2.
Oh,
this
nice.
past
Did you like
weekend.
it?
I loved it. I
Yeah?
liked the first one a lot. I
Yeah.
love this one even more.
It's on Paramount or
it's
Peacock?
Streaming
I
on
think it's on
Peacock.
Peacock.
On Peacock. Definitely check it out if you like the first one. This one's creepier. It's gorier.
It's on my list.
And it's very well written, I think. I think it's very well written. I love the end. The end is really cool. It's a great idea. And we'll see where we go. This is really cool. If this continues, then it's a good notion because smiling's very creepy. Derek.
Creature Commandos, obviously, great
Top
show.
notch.
I've been,
Yep.
I've been shotgunning that, and also, this is a kind of weird one. The kids have been watching the show, and it's don't get me wrong, it's a fucking terrible show. It's awful. It's a typical Nickelodeon shit show. Called the Thundermans.
It's an old one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I never knew about it when it was out because
Yeah.
I missed the boat on that. But what I love about it, because
Is
I'll be in
the chick that plays the older daughter?
No.
Oh.
Although she's cute.
Yeah.
I heard a voice and I'm like, I know that voice.
Yeah.
I know that voice. There's a Dr. Colossus is the character. He was
He's the bad guy?
a bad guy that was turned into, he was transformed into
gerbil
a
or
rabbit.
a rabbit.
And he lives in their basement with one of the kids.
Yeah.
The voice, it's Dana, where is it?
Dana Gould?
No, Dana Snyder.
Dana Snyder.
Who is Master Shake from Aqua Teen
Yes.
Oh,
My man.
nice.
So as much as awful as the show is, and as much as I wish the kids didn't watch it, it brings a smile to my face because every time that character's on, I'm like, oh, Master Shake.
So you got me talking, basically.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
Mark and the
Sweet.
Thunderman.
All right. Now you're going to hear my voice.
Nice.
Brian.
I'm bringing it back to the Plague Talk. I too saw Nosferatu.
And
I watched
liked
it last
liked
night,
it.
and I liked it a lot.
Oh,
Did not
we're
mind the
gonna throw
mustache,
down.
man. I did
see
not
this
mind the
movie.
mustache. I actually dug the look of Nosferatu.
Oh, we're gonna have
I
to.
am sorry, man.
No, you don't have to apologize.
I thoroughly
Different
enjoyed
strokes
this
moves the
movie.
world.
I like all of Dave. Is it Dave Eggers?
Eggers.
Dave Eggers.
How do you
Dave
like? You're wearing an Eggers.
An Eggers suit. You're watching an Eggers movie. I liked it. I like all of his stuff. I liked The Northman. I liked The Witch. I like this one.
Oh, I never saw the Northman.
Yeah,
The
the Northman
Vavitch.
was good. Yeah, yeah.
Ouch.
I didn't see The Lighthouse, though. That's the only one of his I don't think
I
I've
think
seen.
that
you
is
did.
on my
No, I
list.
went on that.
Yeah,
It's very,
I
very
tried.
good.
I fell asleep on it. Never went back to it. But I did enjoy Nosferatu a lot. I really, really liked it. I thought everybody was strong in it. Lily Rose Depp was a little weak, but I think it was only because I think it was
sucks
because
anyway.
the female
I'm
lead.
not getting
I love
into
the
it.
female lead.
Yeah,
she was
that-
awesome. I can't
that
remember
was
her
Lily
name.
Rose
We're
Depp.
really.
The lead?
Yeah, she was Nick Holt's wife.
That's
Yeah.
Lily
Oh,
Rose.
Yeah,
that's her.
Lily Rose Depp.
The woman in the trailer.
No. I
She
lost
was the weak
interest.
one for me,
I
but I
haven't
think
seen
only
the movie.
because everybody else was acting above her.
Yeah.
I don't think she's got enough experience, but I still think it was
freaking
good.
Willem Dafoe sounded like Mel Brooks in Dracula Dead and Loving It half the time. That killed it for me.
You want to
And-
see Willem Dafoe in a Nosferatu movie? See
Yeah,
Shadow of the Vampire.
Agreed.
Right, yeah.
Agreed.
And I would see Renfield.
That's good too.
For
But
Nicholas Hoult.
I liked
did.
this one
That's
a lot.
all right.
I did. I enjoyed Nosferatu.
You know what?
wanna
I
see it
will
again.
say very quickly, Brian. A lot of people did. A lot of people raved about this movie. You're not the only one.
Yep.
So it's.
I thought it
just-
was really
It's all a
atmospheric.
matter of personal taste. Check it out for yourselves, guys.
Yeah.
See
Yeah,
what you
I
think.
definitely want to see it.
Yeah.
See it.
Check
These
it out.
fucking
Tito,
bougie-ass
I'm going to
horror
warn you, it's
fans
2.5 hours
are too
long, though.
much. 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
It is two and a
I'll
half
watch an hour
hours,
and a
but
half of
there
it.
are boobs, Tito. There are boobs.
Yeah,
Is a half hour of it boobs?
No, it's only like 30 seconds.
It is
of
a
Lily
very
Rose Depp.
long
That's long.
movie.
I'll check it out.
There's a lot of padding, a lot of fat on that movie for me.
Too much fat?
A lot of fat.
A lot of gristle.
I mean, a lot of gristle.
Nine
Gristle,
of
hug
dots
you.
on
But,
noses.
however, we are
Hug you.
talking. I don't want to bring it down. We are talking geek flags, and if
Yeah.
that made yours, awesome, man.
Yes.
Tito.
Tito?
Yeah, I'm gonna see it.
No.
Wanna-
Don't go
What's
by
the
me.
geek flag?
You know?
I would never.
I wouldn't.
So shout out my son. Oh, his birthday's on Friday, but
Hey,
besides
happy
that,
birthday,
Roman.
Roman.
Ronan.
he put me onto this.
No, Roman.
Roman.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Ronan?
yeah, yeah.
Uncle
just
Roman.
Just stop saying. It's fine.
Keep my son's name out your mouth.
As long as his dad knows.
Don't
it's fine.
slap him.
It's fine. It's fine. I only have so much time. He put me onto this musical called Epic, and
My God.
have you heard it?
Jemmy, my daughter's friend, loves this musical Epic. That's
Dude,
all
it's
she
fucking
sings.
phenomenal.
That's a musical?
It's a musical.
The animated one?
No.
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 Oh,
It's a
oh,
play or
no, no,
something,
no.
or something's working on.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah. No,
I
it's
think I've
done.
heard Emily talk
It's
about
done.
this.
I'll tell you all about it if you give me
Yeah.
a second.
Yeah.
Sorry. Everybody shut up.
Let Tito
We're running out of
speak.
time. So this guy in college decided to do it as his thesis.
Yeah.
He did a 5-track first part to the Odyssey. And he did 9 sagas. He finished the last saga in December. So it's the complete Odyssey. He got all these people to audition via TikTok. And he put together the music, the lyrics. It's really fucking fun. It's really cool. If you read the Odyssey, and I hadn't in years, it's fucking phenomenal.
I love Greek mythology.
You'll really like it,
Yeah.
Doug. I honestly think
It's
you'll
funny
really
that you
like
bring
it.
that up because we were just talking at work that somebody mentioned that Nolan, his next project is going to be
It's
the
gonna
Odyssey.
be the Odyssey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The one with Holland and Zendaya. And,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's very good. It's very fun.
Where can you watch it?
It's on playlist. No.
It's
on.
audio- it's
all
audio only.
audio.
Oh, all right.
Like he just made 5 tracks, and
Yeah.
then like a year later he made another 4 tracks, and then a year later he made like 5 more. It started in 2019. He
That
just
is
finished
cool.
it in 2025.
So it's on Spotify?
It's on Spotify.
At it right
And if you
now.
get it on Spotify, it gives you each saga in order.
Nice.
Apple Music didn't do that. I had to create my own playlist. But
Yeah,
it's-
because your phones don't listen to you, do they? I just opened Spotify
wow,
and
that's
it's
and there
right
it is.
fucking there.
Epic.
it's very good. Check it out.
That's so epic, Derek.
And Creature Commandos, specifically the GI Robot episode. That's my favorite episode.
Oh,
yes.
Absolutely.
Love
Yes.
Cheers
GI
to the Tin
Robot.
Man. That was
Best
one I just
episode.
watched.
Best episode.
This show's animation is so good.
It's very good.
And it
very
does
cool.
what in a different art style, but what Into the Spider-Verse did to me. There are parts that look like a comic book panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Certain angles, certain action angles.
Yeah.
When they stop and you just have the character talking, it looks like a comic book panel. It's beautifully done.
know what it
and I
reminds
am
me
so
of?
in love with the bride. I've
Yeah.
said it.
It reminds
I love
me
the
of
bride.
you remember in Kill Bill when the Legend of Oranishi? Or the
Yes.
Legend-
Yeah,
and there's like
section.
the animated
Yeah.
section.
Yeah.
It reminded me kind of it's a little bit of that animation.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds me a little bit of Invincible, too. It's kind of got
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
style
Yeah,
to
yeah,
it. Yeah.
Totally. It's very gory.
It's a little
so
too
good.
graphic for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Like,
is. It's very
because
gory.
I watched Invincible, I wasn't expecting that kind of show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the writing's really good, and the characters are all really interesting. So I'm not letting it, because then it just feels like an Invincible ripoff to me sometimes when I'm watching it.
Yeah.
But overall, the stories, the characters, all the voice actors, Frankenstein bugs me a little bit.
I love
Agreed.
Frankenstein.
No, I such a puss.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
know.
love David Harbour.
It's such a
I
good
love
show.
David Harbour.
It's
This
very good.
version of Frankenstein, I must be.
I was going to ask you about it because have you read do you know the comic one?
I don't
like
know
this-
the comic one, but Dean and I had this conversation. He's not a fan of this Frankenstein either. He likes the comic book one more. Or I am a fan of this one because the Mary Shelley Frankenstein creature is such an asshole and is a prick that I kind of like that they're hearkening back to that original idea where he's not like this sympathetic cool thing all the time.
Yeah.
But I love the way he talks. I love his over dramatized like lines, and I don't know. I just dig it. I think it's cool.
Yeah. Great show though.
Is
All right.
he a Nazi?
Oh, sorry. Is
he a
Are
Nazi?
we going to kill
Nazis?
Nazis?
That sounds like something a Nazi would say.
You know my favorite. You know what I love about this?
I love
I love the logo. I
Yeah.
love the old Superman logo, and
Yes.
it turns to the classic DC
Yeah.
logo. Keep that for everything.
Yeah.
Way to go, James Gunn.
All right.
All right. Well, once again, it is a new year. We've got a new format, which I think worked overall.
Yeah.
And we have done different formats for different
That's right. The
years.
show's always evolving.
And if you want to go back and see how this show evolved, you want to go to the first episode and see how we've grown and evolved and changed and mutated.
Remember when we were only 3?
Remember when we were actually 3?
Geeky dads.
dads?
3 geek dads.
There are 4 dads.
Brian, where can they go?
They can go to www.3gdpodcast.com. That's www.3gdpodcast.com. And as Mark said, you'll be able to find all of our past episodes there, along with one-click buttons where you can easily subscribe to the show if you haven't already. Hit one of those buttons to the podcast platform of your choice, and you will never miss an upcoming episode. If you could, most importantly, at the website, you could also leave a 5-star rating and a review. It goes a long, long way to help feed Mark's ego. But most importantly,
It does.
It does. Most importantly, seriously, though, it helps to push our show a little bit further forward from the rest of the podcast pack. And it makes it easier for other people to find us while they are searching. And our social media presences are linked at the website as well. We can be found at Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, and our audio can be found weekly on YouTube as well. We have a Ko-fi page where if you like the show, and we really hope you like the show, you might consider making a small donation to help keep the show going. And every little bit helps to keep the show going because, as we say, podcasting is not cheap. I just want to say Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year to you, gentlemen.
Happy New Year.
I hope you guys all had wonderful holidays, and that goes doubly for all of you listeners out there. I hope you had a nice, safe, and healthy holiday. Welcome back to the show. We're in for another year, another season, another fun ride. Stick with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. So with that being said, back to you, Mark.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, gentlemen, as always. And thank you out there for everybody tuning in and listening. Be sure to tune in next week. We're going to have another buddy cop movie in honor of January being Tito's month. I think I said that right. If not, too bad. So until next time, for 3 Geeky Dads, I'm Mark.
I'm Derek.
I'm Brian.
I'm Tito.
Saying good night and keep watching the skies and just look at the little red light over here because you won't see us later.
Oh, that was good.
Thank you. Nice.
good.
Hey, you like that? To see the machine that goes bing.
It's the most expensive.
Just in case the administrator pops by later.
Is it a boy or girl? Well, I really think it's rather early to establish roles on it, don't you?
Mark, do you want a little more whiskey? Did you finish yours?
No, I'm good with whiskey.
Sodas?
Do you want a little
Yeah.
more whiskey? No, I'm good with whiskey.
That's weird, isn't it?
Mhm.
You said that weird.
Doesn't make any sense.
It didn't make sense. You're always there to catch me, Tito. You catch me when I
I want to
fall.
make sure that you want whiskey if you want whiskey.
Whiskey in the jar.
Whiskey in the jar.
Whiskey in
Oh,
the
that's what I was gonna
charo. Charo? Whiskey in charo. Coochie coochie. Coochie coochie. All right. This is going to be fun. All right, so we got a dad joke. We got a intro to the appetizers. We do the appetizers, best and worst. We
Oh,
got
I
the
never did an
main
intro
course.
to the appetizers. Did you do an intro to the appetizer?
No,
I never wrote that out.
introduce you, but you could just
wing it.
Just wing it,
okay.
yeah.
I'll just wing it.
Yeah.
I'll fuck it up as usual.
No.
No way.
All right. Let me
Hey.
know when you're ready.
We're ready when you are.
Yeah, we're rolling.
All right.
Oh, dear.
Take you too, puss. All right, so Men in Black premiered at the Pacific Cinerama Dome in Hollywood on June 25th, 1997, and was theatrically released in the U.S. on July 2. It was critically I'm going to start this whole fucking thing again. I'm tripping over my tongue.
I do that.
Fuck that one up, so I was going to edit it out.
You saw it through to the end, though.
Huh?
You saw it through to the
I
end.
did. I did.
recovered.
I
Committed.
You didn't quit on it.
I slowly pulled that one out of my
You
ass.
didn't quit on it.
I don't know why I would make that sound.
Using the whole fist there, Doc? You ever do time, Doc?
Lower. Lower on top of Old Smoky.
Family Guy. Right? That's Family Guy, isn't
Yep.
it? Okay.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, back to the
Fletch.
movie.
Okay.
What?
So all
That's
of his...
Fletch.
No,
Well, it's
on
ripped
top
off from
Yeah,
Fletch.
it is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Moon
Oh.
River.
You didn't know that about
Fletch.
Seth MacFarlane? He
Oh,
stole from other
I know
people?
he does.
He does. He does.
He's the Quentin Tarantino of animation?
He is.
It's the George Lucas of animation.
It's always homages.
Homages.
It's all
Excuse me.
homages, and he makes them better in
Yeah,
some way.
for sure.
Does he, though?
Well,
Fletch is,
I think
Fletch
so.
is the
Sometimes.
best.
There's hits and misses.
Yeah.
Fletch is the fucking best.
All right. Anyway,
Fletch
back
is
to
great.
back to
Yeah,
Men in
yeah,
Black.
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't have a partner.
So, it's true, he didn't.
Fletch didn't have a partner.
He was a one-man buddy cop.
He had his hand. No.
Thank you, Pink.
Back to the movie. Yeah. right, we're doing good. Where are we?
We're on track.
doing
We're on
good.
track.
Let's
5 more minutes.
All right.
We can also, let me start that over. Most importantly, it's all right. It's been a while, Tito.
It's been a couple of weeks.
I've had 2 weeks off.
Reverse
It's a
it.
new year.
Strike that. Reverse it.
Strike it. Yeah. Reverse it.
And they're like, this isn't funny. This isn't funny at all.